Yo! What up, chat? What up, what up? Yo, dog. How's it going, chat? Hello, hello. Yo, good to see you, chat. Good to see you. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday night / Friday morning. Yes? Whenever I skip a stream day, it messes with my whole, day of the week, and my head gets all fucked up. Yes, it is now. So it's 12:11 a.m. in Texas. It's just a little bit after midnight. So technically, it is now Friday. Early Friday. Today we're playing Noita. And in Noita... What are we doing in Noita? I've seen people throwing out suggestions all day, but nothing just like really locked me in. Mayhaps some non-stream time you go through run suggestions and star ones you want to do at some point. The problem is it goes by mood, right? Like it also goes by what we've done recently, and there's just a lot of variables. So a lot of times people like list off. For example, Indoor Cat has a really cool run that I've been thinking about, but
plus TI.
Where's Indoor Cats? Like this one right here is pretty sick. I like this one a lot. Basically, he did a fungal shift. With weird fungus to this material, you can get an explosive chain like this, which is cool. The explosions make more fungus, and the excess fungus blood, unshifted, sustains it. To clarify, this is vanilla. You grab the fungal colony perk, spray slime in the air, and hold a pouch where it hits the ground, and you'll get a few pixels. It will show up as fungal soil in the GUI, G-U-I, but it's actually called fungal powder. So basically, you can set up fungal shifting in such a way that once the mushrooms explode, they have a self-reaction chain where they just explode forever. This is like Indoor Cat was saying in the post. This is vanilla Noita, but you got to do some fungal shifting to bitrate murder challenge. Yeah, this is a pretty goofy one. So this one is definitely on my to-do list, but I feel like we do so much, like do this shift, do that shift.
Weird fungus pouch in caves on this daily.
Weird fungus pouch in caves? Can it be stopped? That's a great question. I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you'd even go about it. Maybe if you like submerged it in like a liquid or something? Indoor Cat says you just walk away from it. Wait, do you mean you have to unload it? Or if your character's not nearby, it just stops? Yeah, unloading the chunk makes sense. You have to unload it? Oh, okay. Have you done a run with a damage wand that fires rainbow damage payload? By that, I mean no coloring modifier, and the payload must have at least 7 colors of the rainbow. Oh, so you just mean like the spells naturally are really colorful. Never try to achieve a natural rainbow. An all pillars run? Well, you can't do all pillars. All pillars are not achievable in a single run. Because there are certain modes. Like, first off, there's a 1 minute speed run, and then there's also, like 11 orb. How are you going to do a 1 minute 11 orb? That'd be crazy. Do you have an ETA for Apotheosis? I'm not sure when it's going to be, but, in the next month or so, we'll set aside a week to grind it out. Drown the Master of Masters in Swamp. We could do that. I mean, I feel like I've done that recently. All boss indirect kill. All boss indirect kill. That one, so do the 34 orb run with the cordless strat. Wait, with the you mean the modless strat. You still need to know the coordinates. I don't think anybody's ever come up with a way to do a 34 orb run without knowing the coordinates of the greater chest orb. But if they did, I would be quite interested. I've been thinking about doing one of those for one of the events. Yeah, you could do the Fury strategy. Even if I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a run for 250 hours, the odds of getting an orb like he did would be it's not gonna happen. Drown the Master of Masters in Swamp without the fish quest. I did that a while back when I was doing progress, and it was a pain in the ass. I don't know if it was a good run idea, though. Pretty much, you would just be grinding for the swamp spell. Well, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You would make like homemade swamp. That is an interesting idea. 11 orb without infinite black holes and heal. That's like in case you're curious, that's how we used to do, that was the original ways. For the first, a little over a year in Noita, the Greek letters did not exist. And in fact, even things like Deadly Heal didn't exist either. The spell wasn't added to the game yet. And because of that, basically just meant like black hole builds, heal builds, all that kind of stuff were not infinite. You just had to use your spell refreshes in smart ways, which is probably why you tend to notice that I probably min-max the spell refreshes unnecessarily. Like I go a little extreme with saving them. And that's because in the early days, you had to save them. They were the only way to restore your black holes and stuff. Now it's like, yeah, there's Greek letters. Yeah, so Lumi Drill. Yeah, Lumi Drill was like the way to get around because at least you could do it infinitely, but it was slow as heck. So somebody was suggesting that we go and we do one thing from each pillar and we let it be randomized. I kind of like that idea. So that's what we're going to do. Here's the rule. We're going to be doing one thing from every column and we're going to let it randomly decide. But here's the exception. There has to be an exception. I feel like this column here is kind of fucked.
Nope.
Because if it lands on undamaged, a no hit, or a 1 minute speed run, or a 5 minute speed run, or a no gold, or a pacifist, some of these are just too, you know what I mean? My God, gamer is worried about this. All right, imagine this. It lands on 1 minute speed run in this column. And then we also have to do nightmare mode. So a 1 minute nightmare win. All right, still okay. And then you have to do a void moon. You're like, okay, I'm not even sure this is possible anymore. And then it's like, oh, and you got to do, I don't know, the Halo transformation. So you got to get the Halo transformation in nightmare mode and do it in a minute. You see what I'm saying? And that's not even all the columns. Just roll, little bro. It's just there's so many that are rough here. Pacifist, no gold, 5 minutes, 1 minute, undamaged. 5 of them?
Then allow for 2 or 3 runs to complete them all.
Yeah, if we are allowed to do it over separate runs, then all of them can be put on the table, except for the 1 minute one. That one's, or I guess you could do the egg trick. I'd say 1 run, but no nightmare / timer pillars. How do we do this one? You could have 1 vote to swap something after the roll. Okay, let's do that. I'm allowed to swap 1 pillar. So for example, if it lands on sacrifice utility box, I'm able to swap that to whatever one I want. But I can only swap 1 of the columns. Does that sound fair?
Nope.
What about a veto? My problem with the veto is if I veto and you have to re-roll, then this one is like plagued with that stuff, man. You get a column re-roll, we get a column re-roll. We know you'll just save it for the speedrun column, so just take those out of the pool and no re-rolls. Okay, so well, which ones do you guys agree is fair to remove? Like the undamaged? I think that one's fair to remove, right? Undamaged, we can like remove this whole chunk from undamaged down to pacifist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 should just be removed. 1 minute and 5 minute only? What? Some of these don't make sense. How the hell am I going to do a pacifist run where I have to kill the Forgotten? What are you guys pulling off that one? What's that person's name? The person that led the community on a wild goose chase where they claim that if you did a pacifist run where you killed the Forgotten boss, you got some kind of like special fucking ultra achievement thing. 1, 5, and pacifist. You can just not get kill credit. Yeah. That's the problem. That's the whole thing. If you're not gonna get kill credit, I mean, like, you're telling me I have to build a wand to not get kill credit. Just load the in-room first. That is true. That is true. Okay, does that apply then? If that's the case, that's different. We can approach this way differently. If you guys count it where the trophy, so for example, as long as the trophy shows up, it means it's fair. Because then I could like get the trophy to load in and then bust back out and do the other stuff that is necessary. It's fair, it's fair. Okay, so in that case, I am cool with no gold passes. So yeah, just the time ones have to be removed. Do I only get one run though? Do I only get one single run? This could be so bad. It's like, oh, by the way, on your we have one run. Don't get hit and do all this other crazy shit. 3 runs? 3? You probably should also remove Nightmare since that's mutually exclusive with a lot of the others. That's true too. Nightmare mode does fuck up a lot of stuff here. All right, I'm gonna have you guys do a vote. Would you guys prefer what Konga is saying? So I'll say remove all five, one attempt, or do you guys want the remove 2, which is just the time ones, and 3 attempts? That's gonna be the vote, okay? And then from there we'll be able to start playing. So let me start the poll real fast to see which you prefer, and then so basically in the scenario it's like, do you want to keep the really rough things around? And then for nightmare mode, the way we're going to treat nightmare mode is we'll leave it on the column. And if it lands on it, but it lands in an impossible scenario where the other stuff is not possible. For example, it's like, hey, kill this boss in nightmare mode, but that boss may not exist in nightmare mode. So it's like, oh, that's an impossible scenario. So then we'll have to re-roll the nightmare column. That's how we'll have to treat that. Just impossible scenarios aren't just an instant loss. Let's put it that way. 3 runs to get them all done, or 3 attempts to get them done. It'll be 3 runs and just one to get it all done in one single run. It's just like if I'm doing a no-hit run and I get hit, I will reset that run. Essentially, it's focused just on those really difficult pillars. Because obviously, I'm not going to be like, oh, I need another attempt to reset and to kill the Leviathan or some shit. It's mainly just going to be focused on like the no hit, the pacifist, and the no gold. All right, remove 5 pillars, 1 attempt. You got it. You got it. That's what we're doing. No redo it. This is fine. Will we know what pillars when we bet? Ooh, that is a great question. Shit, hold on. I'm not going to do a poll for this. Should the bet happen before or after the pillar selection? After. Before, no. After, before, no. After. I'm not betting regardless. Oh, come on. What is this pansy shit? Before? We're doing it before. We're doing it before. You guys will not know what the pillars are. So I'm just going to call it, what are we going to call this run? It needs a nickname. Noita, 1 pillar per column. And we're going to try to do this on the daily run. Okay. Noita, 1 pillar per column daily run. Call it Pillar Roulette. Okay, I'll do that. Noita Pillar Roulette daily run. If it's before, I'm not betting. If it's after, the bets are open. Don't pussy out now, chat. Hey, get your predictions in. Exclamation mark yes means that you're like, hey, I don't know what it's gonna land on, but I know no matter what the game throws at you, you will survive. So exclamation mark yes if you're a believer, or if you're a person that for some reason thinks that there is a combination capable of taking me down, which is ridiculous. But if you believe that's possible, type exclamation mark no. And let's go ahead and load Noita up. Let me, real quickly, I also need to type in the, shit, what is it? The challenge command thing, because you guys love spamming that shit. Noita Pillar Roulette is where I must get 1 specific pillar on each column. The pillar is decided through a random number generator. It's decided through a random number generator at the first holy mountain. All right, exclamation mark challenge should be up to date. Let's play some video games. This is on the daily run, just so you guys know. Daily run. If you roll an impossible combo that you didn't think of, is that a bet, win, or loss? No, I specifically said there's going to be no scenarios that we say an impossible scenario is not an instant lose. It'll just lead to a re-roll. Specifically, if it's like the nightmare scenario, we'll just re-roll the nightmare column. But the reason I didn't remove the nightmare altogether is there are some scenarios that a nightmare run is still achievable, depending on what else it lands on, you know? Alright. Start moving forward. Actually, wait, I have to wait because I don't know... Wait, no, I do know. So there is no scenario, I think, that we do something here that makes one of the pillars impossible. I don't think. Yeah, because we're removing the no hits and all that. You guys voted to have the five ridiculous pillars removed so that we can only get one attempt at this rather than getting 3 attempts with the some of the crazy pillars still there. Real daily? That's a great question. Yes, we are on the real daily. Thank you for asking that. Every once in a while I forget and the chat will forget, and then we'll get like 10 minutes, 15 minutes into the run and somebody brings it up and then I'm like, oh, and then we have to reset. That's the worst. That's the worst. We grab that and instantly swap to it so that we don't burn ourselves. What if you get a sacrifice Sunrock pillar, but the Sunrocks bug out and don't work / despawn? We'll take that as a loss because I'm gonna accept that as part of the challenge. And now it may sound kind of stupid at first, but basically the way I'll approach it is I'll approach it how Latali pretty much taught me to do those, which is do not load those in until you are ready to do that challenge, like until you are ready to interact with them. So that kind of just it changes how you approach that area. Just like don't go there until you're like, oh, I'm all powerful, I'm ready to create the sun. Did you roll already? No, the roll happens at the first holy mountain. Shouldn't you do this on a fresh save? Nah, I mean, like the pillar, like a single pillar stuff we can piece together on our own if we achieved it. Pretty straightforward, you know? It's not like, well, did we do this one thing? Oh my god. That guy kind of scared me for a moment. Kind of freaked me out. Empty box, that's lame. Means it could have been a treasure chest or a heart, but instead we got nothing. Will the pillars show on only ones? I already have all the pillars and I'm not doing it on a fresh save, so no. But don't worry, I'll verbally keep you guys up to date on what pillars we've achieved and stuff. Because luckily there isn't going to be, I mean, there isn't like that much to choose between. Should be pretty easy to keep up with. I'm thinking. We'll see if I regret that later. I'm like, what did I do? Mistakes were made. Look at all those spiders. We see them clumped like that. Throw a crystal at them because crystal will make them drop bonus gold. Double up that money.
I love gold so much.
Actually, what is this pouch? That pouch. Ooh, a gold pouch. So, gold pouch in today's daily in the first zone means that you should not have any gold issues. Because a gold pouch is 1,000 gold for free in the very first zone. People throw away runs all the time over like 200 or 300 gold. So a free 1k, that means any death is just any death for gold is just stupidity. I'm trying to not break the gold. Oh, there's the other heart potentially. Okay, I need approach from above. Oh, there's heart formations everywhere. Oh no, this one did not pay out. Sad. Does exploding the gold pouch make more gold than pouring it? No, it should be the same. The only time that you'll get less is if when you try to explode the pouch. Sometimes it can upwarp some of the gold, and because of that, it displaces it, and you'll end up losing a little bit of it. But yeah, you should always get 1,000. I think it's exactly to the pixel. Shouldn't you just roll now? So if you get nightmare, it's not a waste of time. Oh, that is a really good point. That is actually a very, very good point. Look at this spark trigger right off. Yeah, so I think he's right. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do the shop. I'll let you guys get your final bets in, but they are right that if we end up on nightmare mode and the other pillars are actually achievable in nightmare mode, Well, then that means we're going to have to load into... Well, we actually won't be able to do on the daily, which will kind of suck. But... yeah, let's do that. All right, let's close the bets and let's roll the dice, baby. All right, so the first column that we're going to roll...
I wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched.
Let's start with the far left. Far left is going to be the way to go. And there are a total... Actually, I don't even need this. If I go exclamation mark... wand, it will take me to the only wands page. And then on this table, no, not that one, on this here, we see that there are 15 total for this column. And we're going to start, the bottom one is going to represent 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. So on the random number generator is, I'm assuming the minimum is inclusive, right? Generate, yes, okay. Max is inclusive as well. It better be. Yeah. So we can say 1 to 15. All right. Is everybody in? I want to get to playing the video games, and I also want to see what challenge we have today. I'm a little nervous. It could be something that's really chill and calm. It could be something pretty sweaty and difficult. Will you be allowed to do things that qualify other pillars, i.e. other bosses? Yes. Yes. Other things will be allowed. I just have to meet the minimum requirements. All right. Bets are closed. Here we go. Very first roll generates 11. Let's count them up. 11, starting at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The ghostly transformation. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Ghostly transformation. Let me write this down, otherwise I will forget them. So column 1, we're going ghostly transformation. Not a bad one. Not bad. I'll take it. And then column number 2, which has 12 in it. So we'll say 1 to 12. Generate 10. So we just know it's, okay, it's probably faster to count backwards, isn't it? So then, so this is 12. Oh, shit. 12, 11, 10. We have to do the Dark Gourd Moon. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. That one may be... Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, that one's a bit of a pain. I guess these could have been worse, though, but still, that one kind of sucks. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Dark Gourd Moon, you are going to haunt me. All right, so we have 2 of them. Now, this one is 6. This one's kind of an interesting moment, because if it lands on Nightmare Mode, it's going to kind of complicate things. So, let's say... actually, wait. I don't think the Dark Gourd Moon is even achievable. We'll just say 1 to 6. If it says 6, then we'll cross that. Okay, 3. All right. 3. 1, 2, 3. The mountain ending pure. So 11 orb mountain ending. Okay, okay. Oh, this is going to be a long run? Yeah, this is a... Whew, it's getting a little thick, isn't it? Okay, and then this column, 16. Really, the only ones we don't want it to hit are the deer. The 300 helpless animals one would be kind of annoying. And then the Toveri one would kind of be annoying too. Because we have to get holy damage or drill damage or some shit. So 16. So 1, 2, 16. Hit enter. Generate 5. Counting from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, bridge boss. Yeah. We're going bridge boss, baby. That one's not bad. We caught a lucky break on that one. I guess that one's on... The range isn't really that crazy though. 12. So remember on this one with the 12 pillars, you guys voted to remove 5 of the pillars earlier. So the pacifist, the no gold, the 5-minute speed run, the 1-minute speed run, and the no hit have all been chosen to be removed. We did a vote earlier about it, or we did a vote deciding how we're going to approach this. meaning that instead we're going to have 1 to 7 pillars. So we'll just skip over. We'll start here 1 and then we'll skip it. So 1 to 7, generate 7. All right, so the very top one. Oh wait, what is the very top one? I forget. Wait. Son of a bitch. All right. Okay, we have to do a supernova. Okay. We're playing video games around here, guys. We have to do this all in one run. First try, by the way. Supernova.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay. That one could have gone better. That one definitely could have gone better. It would have been perfect if it had landed on the 11 orb one, because I already have to grab 11 orbs on the mountain ending anyways. God damn it. All right. And so what is the last one? The very last one is 1 to 15. So let's say 1 to 15, and then we're going to say generate. And it generated number 2. Wait a second. 2, 1, 2. All right, so we have to do the giga nuke unlock with we have to do an escort mission now. We have to escort one of the little tiny green dudes over to the Avarice Diamond, because why the hell not at this point? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have our 6. Make sure I didn't skip anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right. So we're having to do the ghostly transformations, the Dark Gourd Moon, the mountain ending pure, the bridge boss, the supernova, and friendship. Woo! All right, I'm gonna head to bed. I'll see you in the morning, Dunk. Hey, we may get it done quick. I'm gonna lock in, you guys. I'm gonna be focused up. No mistakes. Okay, the order that I want to do things.
Heretic Moon, Supernova and Giga Nuke quest. Pray for your streaks. And the hardest quest of all, he has to remember to grab 11 orbs, not 10.
What was that?
I don't think this could have gone better. This is incredible, lol.
Who was it? It was Conga. 10-hour stream? Nah, it will be fine. I hope. So one of the things that I'm currently thinking about that's got me a little nervous is the Dark Gourd Moon, the Heretic. So I can make a regular sun and shove it into the dark sun so that they collide and do a supernova. But I'm like, when I do that, hopefully it won't fire off the trigger that I need for the Dark Gourd Moon essence stuff. It will, won't it? I think it's very likely to. So it's like I need to move the dark sun just to do the supernova, or build a dark sun separately. Now that would be silly. We have to move the dark sun anyways. Remember what I asked at the start? It comes back around. Use the celestial orbs at the altar. Yeah, the thing is, I have to move the dark sun no matter what, because I have to do the Dark Gourd Moon. So if you're moving the dark sun anyways, it's like, at this point, it would probably just be easier to make an extra sun and throw it on top of it. We got to make sure, though, we don't waste those essences, because we need one of the... We need to do the essences for the Heretic. The freaking... What's it called? Dark Gourd Moon. So we can't grab the essence like of fire and then remove it, because that's the only essence of fire that we have. Could always avoid the desert and just supernova that way if you have to move the dark sun either way. No, that's what I'm saying. If you're moving the dark sun anyways, you might as well do a supernova with it, because you're already having to displace it from its regular position. And if you're doing a supernova with it anyways, then there's no reason to worry about those little gems and stuff. But then this way you need to make a sun, right? Yeah, you do need to make a sun, but I mean, the way I see it is, it's just you're making a basic standard sun, rather than having to like not use the right side of your map where there's Wand-Mart and everything, simply because you don't want to load in the little like gems. You can use the scale sun, but I don't think it will, like, basically the scale suns are very buggy. So you have to do some, you have to take some precautions to make, to be confident that it won't bug out. And if you go through all of that trouble just to do a supernova, when in reality you're gonna have to end up kind of doing stuff with the dark sun anyways, I feel like you're just not gonna save yourself much time. You're gonna end up starving yourself of like part of the map for something that you end up not even really needing to use. Ooh. Today's daily's got 3 hearts in the first zone, and we still have the orb that's on top of the mountain. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh my. Yo. What? Oh shit. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yeah, today's daily's got 4 hearts in the first zone. That's pretty good. We breaking the reroll machine in back-to-back Noita streams? No, I don't think I'll be breaking the reroll machine today. Shouldn't be necessary. Because last time while we broke it because we were doing some supernova stuff, we were also doing it like in a kind of a crazy way. This one shouldn't be too bad. I'm a little nervous about this gold. I don't know if there's going to be... Ooh. Almost levitated me into the portal. And they have to do the Dark Gourd Moon. The Dark Gourd Moon is one of the spicier parts of the run, because we're going to have to gather all of the essences and then fly into the dark... Oh, you know what I just remembered? Oh, shit. That was a close one. We could have actually fucked this up pretty badly. We have to do the supernova, because supernova is one of the things we have to do during today's run, because we ended up with this pillar, yeah? So it says, you know, supernova. Clash the dark sun and the regular sun. But also, we're supposed to do the Dark Gourd Moon. Dark Gourd Moon, enter the center of the Dark Moon with all 4 normal essences and a gourdified final boss. If I do a supernova, then the final boss will be dead. Because the supernova kills the boss, even if you're not in the boss fight. We actually did that in our last Noita stream. We killed the boss without ever even fighting him. Without ever even starting the fight, he disappeared. So we have to move the dark sun, do the Dark Gourd Moon, then make the regular sun, clash it together to do a supernova. Kolmi has to be loaded in, no? Yes, so we have to load in, well, oh, for him to die to the supernova. That's true. We could specifically go out of our way, do a mod restart before we do the supernova to make sure that Kolmi is not loaded in. Supernova, then we can know reliably he was not loaded in. That's smart there, Rio. Okay. When I get to the late game, if I'm not... Hopefully I remember this stuff when I get to the late game. Hopefully I don't just get into autopilot. Doing the Dark Gourd Moon first just seems like maybe the safer bet. It's just, if you guys don't know, whenever you do the Dark Gourd Moon, it says Heretic, and it spawns like... I don't remember, what is it? Like 8 bridge bosses? So I'd rather not be around for 8 bridge bosses spamming their attacks and shit. Remember how you always talk about the guy that recommended a shift then left after it went to shit? I recommended this run, and there's no way I'm going to be around to see it finish. No, that one's different, Airlix. That's different. That one's like you're just throwing out ideas, you know, for the general theme of the day. Doesn't mean you're sticking around for the entire theme. The other situation was a person was like, in that moment, they're like, please, I want to see a run with this fungal shift. And you're like, oh, if they really want to see a run like that. And then you do it, and they're like, well, I don't want to see this run anyways later. I never planned to watch this run. And you're just like, what the fuck? I did this for you. And that is not Giga Chad. That piece of shit to this day still haunts me. Have you already been to the first holy mountain? No, we have not been to the first mountain. We already know the roulette, though. The roulette was Ghostly Transformation, Dark Gourd Moon, 11 Orb. Actually, let me get rid of... Do I want this? No, we don't need that. 11 orb on the mountain altar at the pure ending, I guess is what it is. So Ghostly, Dark Gourd Moon, Pure Ending, Bridge Boss, Supernova, and the Friendship, which is a small Toveri to the Avarice. Basically, it's the giga nuke unlock. So we have a handful of things to do today. So you rolled the roulette for the first Holy Mountain? Yeah, because somebody reminded me. They said, well, what happens if you land on... You're currently playing through the daily, but what happens if you land on Nightmare? Then it's like there's all that you've done so far in the day is going to be pointless because you have to go play on the Nightmare mode. And I was like, true. Very good points. Though it was unlikely that we're going to do Nightmare anyways, because if we end up landing on Nightmare, which is possible, all the other pillars also would have to be achievable in Nightmare. Which there are a lot of pillars that are achievable in Nightmare, but not every pillar is. For example, not all the boss pillars are doable in Nightmare mode, because a lot of the bosses don't even exist in Nightmare mode. Alright. Things are looking decent right now. We've got 225 health. First zone is jam-packed with water, because it got... In case you're curious why there's so much water, it's a biome modifier. It's okay one. I mean, it's not the greatest, because it adds those little enemies that are really thick and kind of a pain in the ass to kill. So I end up using my crystals to kill a lot of them. How am I going to do this? So I'm going to kick this stupid coal down. If you're curious what I'm doing right now, I don't do this every run. It just depends on my mood. But I was in a mood to get a strong start. So to do that, essentially I'm using the Firestone to get rid of all this water that's in here because it is annoying. And then from there, we're going to hatch this egg that I grabbed on top of that tree. And when it hatches, we'll get a worm. We shoot the worm, causing him to bleed worm blood. And then what we do is we drink his blood. Now, when you drink the worm's blood, it allows you to see in the dark. I know I sound like a crazy person right now, but this is actually a legit strategy. So this one here is the heal. It doesn't have the plus on it, so you don't want to go grabbing that heal yet. In fact, I may even save that heal for later, depending on my mood. Be very careful that you don't suffocate yourself doing this. It's very easy to suffocate in here because, as you can see, there's not exactly a lot of... When you're evaporating all that water, it's making all this steam, and then like your character starts to suffocate when you're up in steam. It's a whole thing. But 250 HP, and we have not even gotten to the first mountain. Feeling confident. So the heal that's in there, we could grab it now, get the boost in HP now, or I could save it, and if I need it for emergency. So it's kind of a greedy move to save it, but you know, sometimes these greedy moves, they pay off in the long run, so let's be greedy. And so I don't even need to pause to close the bets because they're already closed. What did the first mountain have to offer? Oh, I did not even come up with a way to escape the first mountain. Oh wait, Giga Disc projectile, we could have used that to escape. No, we couldn't have because we don't have any ambrosia. Well, I guess you still could have technically, but it would have been quite scary. Tons of stuff. Just gonna buy everything. I'll take that and that and that and that and that and that. Huh. I'm trying to decide between All-Seeing Eye and Item Radar. If we grab All-Seeing Eye, it's kind of like another... they're kind of in the same vein, right? Like, it'll help lead you to hearts just like the Item Radar can. This Item Radar does go off screen. I'm mainly trying to think about when I'm doing the Sun Quest later, or when I'm making a Sun later, having Item Radar is nice, because if you lose one of the, like, the Firestone or whatever, then it will lead you to it. I'll just go ahead and go with All-Seeing Eye. We'll just go with this. And you know what else we can do? Because we have the Circle of Transmogrification. My brain is lagging today. We have a choice. We can either kill Steve right away for bonus gold, which we really don't need. But we could set up the statue to do that, which you guys have seen me do 100 times. Or I could just put the circle of transmog right there. And then whenever I piss off the gods, he'll just spawn right into it and to be a sheep, and then I kill him that way. So the game doesn't know that I've killed Steve, because it thinks, oh, you just killed a sheep, you didn't kill Steve. Meaning I am not anywhere closer to fighting the big Steve. Which I like that. Trying to decide. Still didn't say it right. Transmogrification. Transmogrification. Listen, you call it transmog, alright? Name doesn't need to be that complicated. God damn it. Why isn't it called Circle of Sheep? Keep it simple. Transmogrification. We're gonna get a better wand in 2 seconds anyways. Why even put that much thought into it, right? You don't need to overthink it. We're gonna have better loots very soon. Put down a spark trigger. Just throw spark bolts on this thing for days. Spark bolts for days. Throw this on the ground. And let's go. We have quite a few good resources though right now. Like I'd say we are exactly where you want to be at this point in the run. Oh my god, another heart. So I have not grabbed the heal yet. So I'm playing, I'm continuing my greed. The greed must continue. Oh, that was a little bit scary. That guy could have dropped down on this wand, and this wand could have been very, very deadly to me. So thank God he did not get it. This has got the personal fireball thrower, so easy alchemist killer. Now remember, we've already pissed off the gods. So the next mountain really isn't that big of a deal since, you know, we already have to... Well, the only thing that's a big deal about it is our digging is a bit slow, so it may take us a moment to get back up. But there could be an ad mana there, which would be nice. Oop-a-doop. Holy crap, he's taking forever to die. Die, you chump. Oh! Oh! That was a bullshit scenario. Did you see this? Watch this. Randomly, right here, mid-air, explosions just fucking detonate. Did you see that? It did that classic, sometimes where materials kind of vanish temporarily, but then all of a sudden Noita is like, oh yeah, we're supposed to be simulating every pixel. Let's fucking spawn in all those pixels that vanished before. And it just exploded on top of me. Wow. That was almost the most unlucky. That would have been a little flavoring of Noita. Though it was kind of my own fault because I shouldn't, you know, you gotta know better that Noita does do that crap. So when you kill one of those fiery skull guys, you kind of stay away from his area that he died for a little while, as Noita's engine sorts itself out. How's ad mana related to pissing off the gods? So I've already pissed off the gods, so I'm tempted to go to the next mountain to find something like an ad mana, because, you know, it's mountain number 2. Could find a good ad mana in there. And, but the problem is that digging back up, like going back up through the mountain will take a while, unless we get something like an ad mana, in which case we can dig back very quickly. That's why I'm kind of contemplating at the moment. 0.12, point, you know what? This is kind of sick. It's a shuffle wand, so it really doesn't, the order here doesn't matter at all. It's a shuffle, so it's just whatever. There we go. Stop playing with my heart, you maniac. I saw my age streak ending right there. That was the game's fault, man. Did you see that crap? Tried to scam me. Ooh, huge find. Big find. We got some tellies on board. My 12 streak was in danger as well, you you bald man. I mean, I was in control. Even with things getting slightly out of control, I was still, in general, in control. You know what I mean? Like, still, even in the worst of situations, I still had it all under control. That's an acid potion. That is freezing vapor, and he's about to die. Woo! Finally! He was throwing everything but the flask that I wanted for the longest time. You know what? We can just... Boop.
Where in the Discord do we vote for games? Also, would you play horror games, for example, mouthwashing?
Wait, what the hell's mouthwashing? Do I want to know? I don't know if I'm ready to know what that is. I don't know if I'm old enough to know what that is. The variety votes are done whenever I complete a game, so don't worry, like as it gets closer to completing a game, I'll let you know when a game vote is coming up, but right now we don't have any game votes coming up. Not yet. I'm trying to decide, is there anything that I'm doing today that exploding corpses is going to mess up? I don't think so, because we need that explosion immunity.
Well, I wish you sweat.
The friendship quest should be fine, supernova will be fine, bridge boss will be fine. Yeah, they shouldn't mess anything up. I think it's perfectly fine for me to grab this. Should be no issues today. Oh my god, did you see that above me? Dude just lit himself up. What the hell? Oh my gosh, I am kind of surrounded right now. I do not like this. Okay, okay. Woo! A little too spicy for me. Sorry, chat, I missed some messages there. There was some shit was going on in game. You have telly? Yeah, I should have just ran for it. The problem was they were on the left and the right, and I was afraid to just like sprint forward and get hit with that freeze by just charging into the unknown. But I did let them get too close. Man, there's been some annoying enemies in this zone, but luckily today we had so many hearts that haven't been fully punished yet. No?
Can you handcraft some ambrosia with all of that sweet, sweet honey?
We could. I doubt we'll need to, but we may. We'll see. There's lots of honey. I do like the digging bolts. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear a little bit of a path here. Empty that out. Move that there. Grab this. More tellies. There's been a lot of tellies in this run. Alright, into the mountain we go. And I'll grab this. I don't think we're going to do anything with that stuff. Settle this. Green or golden kiwis? Green or golden
Fellow
kiwis?
Kiwis, rise up and explain to Cloud how golden kiwi fruit are better than green ones.
Honestly, I can't say I've had a golden kiwi. I've tasted green kiwi before, like forever ago. Didn't know there were two different kinds of kiwi. I've had kiwi since preschool. Yeah, it's been a long time for me too. I'm not really in a situation very often where kiwi's just something there. I guess like kiwi flavored stuff, yeah, but not just like actual kiwi. Oh, this guy is scary. This guy scares me. What did he have? I think we looked at that. Oh, the wand's actually nice. Hold up. That. So, spark trigger. Digging bolt. I know, the most insane build you've ever seen in your life. But this will help us get going a bit, I think. Oop. I like we're getting just so much gold and hearts. Like, look at this. We're rolling in the money. We're rolling in the HP. What are we? What? There's nothing else. We have everything. Besides, oh, black hole. I mean, we need black hole. Where's the black hole spell? Right here. It's gonna be right here. One of these wands. Okay, apparently not quite yet, but we're getting there. Oh, I just realized we can drop all those. I've been enjoying murdering the little sheep. Unlimited spells. Having that today would probably be kind of nice. Let's do it. Cannot go with glass cannon. How do you plan on tanking the sun? Likely through ham for heal spamming, also known as ham. We're gonna go ham. We're gonna heal spam and hopefully have an extra life or something. I don't really plan to tank the sun. I know there's probably gonna be a moment that I accidentally get hit by it. So in that case, I want to go ham, but realistically, we shouldn't need to like fly into the sun at all. I hope. Some decent stuff there.
Challenge idea for the future. Build a sun without powering up and without triggering saving grace once. In fact, don't pick it at all. And speedrun the sun as well.
Well, we did make a sun without any perks. We did a whole sun quest without any perks. So there was no saving grace on that. But it was definitely not a speed run. It was a slow run. It was a brisk walk. I'll blow this guy up. Oh, what do you mean, huh? You will what? I said blow this guy up, not blow this guy. He was standing on a propane tank, alright? You gotta take into context of what is happening on the screen. Don't act like I'm the degenerate here. Can you please explain just a little what to do with the sun quest thingies and the other celestial object just briefly? The other celestial object. Are they talking about the orbs? Kind of curious what you mean by that. Nothing wrong with blowing a guy. No, I meant the different variations of the sun moon. Okay, so basically there is the longest quest in Noita that's like an official quest is the sun quest, and what it is like there's this lore out there. There's all this lore in the game that's kind of, you'll read a message. It doesn't just say do this. It doesn't say go to this point and do this. No, it's usually like storyline stuff, very vague. You're supposed to piece together a lot of stuff. And what you end up finding out is that you have to kill a boss that drops this item called a sun seed. And then you do some like quest related stuff, like take it to a certain spot, cast these spells at it, do that kind of crap, and the sun seeds will start to grow into something. It actually turns, at the very final form, it turns into a sun. Once you've made the sun, using that little quest, you can place the sun, you can move it around. It can be kind of a pain to move it around, but you can. You can move it around and you place it on top of the moon in Noita, and this is like pretty much where it normally rests. This is its hangout spot. In the same way that you put a trophy on a trophy shelf, you put the sun on top of the moon, and it will stay there, and it will be there in your future runs. That sun that you built will actually be there. 100 runs from now, the sun will still be sitting there once you have made it. And there's like kind of tweaks to that quest where instead of making a regular sun, you can make a dark sun. And if you make a dark sun, instead of putting it up in heaven where the moon is, you put it down in hell with the dark moon. Same idea though. They're all part of the same quest line. You got the crown without perks, but you didn't complete the sun quest. Oh shit. You didn't complete the sun quest, i.e. including the supernova at the end. Yes, there was more to do. There's always more to do. But we got the crown. That's what people look at. That's what's important. Oh, I just shot that healer right in the face. Look at this. There's a good amount of propane tanks right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 propane tanks chilling right next to each other. Each one hitting for about 110 damage. Meaning you take 600, you could have 660 health and die to those. Ooh, baby. Now that is a pretty cool wand. It's got a little, I mean the wand itself is a little meh, but I mean actually, hold up. Maybe. We can make this work. I believe in me. Oh my god. I swear, I knew this was gonna happen today because that one dude earlier asked if I would collapse the mountain. God damn it, is he still here? No! God damn it, Himbo, you cursed me! Himbo, you piece of shit! You cursed me on this run! Let me see your bingo card. Let me see that bingo card. I'm gonna scrutinize the shit out of it. You cursed me. Let me go. I'm just going. All I have to do is go to the mountain down here, and I'll use that mountain to edit. All right, let's see this. Let's see this. Opens a bet, builds a minigun, kills an enemy with a tablet. Come on. Fuck. Okay, we got heals. We got stuff. Let me move some things around. Okay, so go all the way down here. Put this here. Where the hell did I put that wand? Chat, I may need... Oh, there it is. Never mind. I don't need you. Shut your yappers. There's one more wand I gotta check. Hold up. Okay, nope. That was unimportant. Unimportant. So we can leave this here. Grab that. It is just about shop time. It's almost there. Let me get everything else organized. Okay, what if... Okay, I do this setup. This is going to be kind of jank. So 1, 2, 3. 3 spells. Shoots like that. Actually, you know what? Let's do the spark bolts instead. It shoots like that. Then we wrap it with light. There we go. There we go, baby. I can explain it 1 second for anybody who may be like, what's happening there? Gurius, you hold on. I don't like any of these perks. Oh, Angry Ghost is going to be needed today. I'm going to leave this guy here. Even though I do want that shield. But I'm going to leave the Angry Ghost there because we're going to need that for today. Today we have to do the ghostly transformation. It requires having all 3 ghosts. There's no reason to torture myself with it right away. Okay. So this wand has a recharge time of 1 second. That is brutal. That is brutal. And so you have to get rid of a whole 1 second of recharge. But if you do the math here, the heavy spread gets rid of minus 0.25, the digging bolt minus 0.17, and the chainsaw minus 0.17. So that is minus 0.59, if I math that correctly. So a little over half, right? And that's good. If you can remove a little over half or a little bit more, then all you got to do from there is once you get everything set up and this all fires off in a single shot, because remember it's a 3 cast. So projectile number 1, spark bolt. Projectile number 2 is this group here because it's a trigger with a heavy spread and a digging bolt. And projectile number 3 is the chainsaw. This is all one group and they fire off all at the same moment. And since I was able to remove half of the recharge time, all I have to do is cast this entire group here, and then cast it another time here, and this half will remove this first group will remove half the recharge, and the second group will remove the rest of the recharge time. So to do that, we just need to wrap it. So this is group number 1, and then group number 2 can have the light. So if you look here, group number 1, group number 2 with the light. 1, 2. That's what causes you to have a rapid fire. It's called spell wrapping. What's up, Keith? How you been, man? Does the double cast make a difference in the sustain? It will be exactly the same. The only difference is that light costs 1 mana, while a double spell costs 0 mana. So same idea. Without it. With it. What about adding crit to that? So you can add a crit. The downfall is the style of wand that you have in this kind of situation is you are shooting crazy fast, meaning any additional mana cost, like this extra 5 mana, will cause it to drain just that much quicker. Think of it like this. Our mana charge speed is insanely high, right? 810, that's really good. So the lower I can keep the mana cost, the longer I can fire off this shot without running out of mana. So if I can go without these little extras, I usually will to keep the spam as high as possible. Because the more you can spam, usually the higher your DPS is. That kind of thinking changes though whenever you find an add mana. When you find an add mana, then you start thinking differently because it doesn't matter how fast you fire it. Every time you cast it, you are always adding in the add mana worth of mana. But in this case, we don't have anything that's adding mana, so we need to focus on the mana charge speed and helping it sustain our current group. This should be good enough though, for now. Pick up those heals. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Thalina. Almost forgot. Kinda need those. This can get put up. Deadly heal. We'll keep one of them at least. We don't have another. We have no other way to hurt ourselves with it, do we? Sad times. Well, worst case, we can hand this to a healer, I guess, or whatever, whoever we want. So what I can do if I want to get healed by this wand, I can give it to. Oops, I fucked up. I give it to a guy like that, and he shoots me. Whenever he shoots me, he causes the heal to kick in. And then I kill him and I pick up the wand. You gotta be kind of careful with that though, because if you let him shoot you too much, he can kill you before the heals actually work. What are the bet numbers for the yes, no? Let me check. Exclamation mark, count, bets. 290 said yes, 38 said no. So, still believers. But they had to bet before they got to know what the, before we rolled the roulette. Which the roulette said that I have to do. Oh shit, that was an accident. The roulette said I have to do the ghostly transformations, which means 3 ghost perks. The Dark Gourd Moon, which is a pretty long quest, or long-ish. The mountain ending with the 11 orbs, so the pure ending. Bridge boss kill, which I haven't done yet. Supernova, which is going to be a pain in the ass. And then the friendship quest, which is the escort quest, where you escort the little green dude to the Avarice Diamond to get the giga nuke. This link has all the pillars you rolled as something easy to glance at. Wait. Something easy to glance at. I can barely tell. What color did you select? It's like the same color. It's hard to differentiate between gray and blue. Yeah. Govnat says, I told you, Rio. Trolling the colorblind man. I think, but I don't really struggle with grays and, I mean, like, obviously gray, but blue, not that bad. But this is like, I think this is just normal eyes. It's hard to see the difference. I mean, like, you can see there is a difference, but it's very subtle. Especially when you zoom back. That is rough. Very distinct for me. Not at all. It's super obvious. Really? Again, you guys are probably trolling. Sometimes you enjoy to be difficult. You enjoy it just to troll. But I don't know. You maybe you're trolling, maybe you're being for real. But the point is that color. Look, why would you go with something like, I don't know, bright yellow? Why blue? Why not just black everything else out? That could also work. Nah, it's pretty close. Could depend on your screen though. Thank you, D-Crust. Thank you. Open the damn shop. Okay, let me get to the shop over here on the side, and then we'll do the shop for the cosmetic. Almost there. Ooh. That
Well, I wish you guys could see this
sucks.
guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
This breaks my heart a little bit. Definitely not my favorite free spell room I've ever seen, but oh well. Here for you, my blind guy. What? Wait, what? Oh, you just the image. I was gonna say, what's the color difference? I don't see any color difference.
For you was with on, as
But
have
this is perfect. This is perfect. This is literally all the pillars we're supposed to be earning today. Actually, that is really helpful. Let me thank you for who was that who made that? Even though they were shit talking. Akahan, thank you, man. Have a new one just for you, you blind fucking jackal. Arrow. All right. See, listen, this is just better. Look, it's simple and sweet, no confusion. Here it is, chat, the third shop of the day. It's an outfit for your sweatling. It is the neon outfit. It's not actually neon the color, like it's not a neon color. It's the name of the character from Valorant. Apparently her name is Neon. It finishes the neon set that Maito made. Thank you, Maito, for another great set added to our community. Much appreciated. All right, we're ready to go. Let's get back to gaming, because we have a long journey today. A lot of tasks we got to do. But we're in good shape. Everything's going pretty good right now. We've been finding lots of health. Just missing a really good digging wand, I would say, but even that's not the end of the world, because we have so many other good things going for us that we'll be able to get by, I think. I think the color you can't see is a dark shade of red, right? It tends to be my worst. It doesn't mean that I don't... Maybe there's some other colors I have some slight issues with, but nothing that, like, it really affects my life. But yeah, some of the red shades of red really can mess with me a little bit, but that's about it. I've told this story before, like, it was funny because me and my brother, you know, we played Dota, and in the earlier days, we didn't necessarily know every hero's name. Like, it takes you a while to learn every single hero, and especially when you're, like, in the moment, you know what I mean? Like, in the moment of, like, a fight's going on, you don't just instantly call everything out by its name. And I can just remember my brother calling out, go on white, because whenever you're in the game, you have a character, you have a hero, but you also have a color associated to you, and he was calling go on white, and so me and him went, and then nobody else went, and I remember we were like, what the fuck, where is everybody, where is it? And he's like, why is nobody going? And then Wazuki was in the game, and Wazuki goes, there is no white, and so I was like, what? Because we were both colorblind, so we both saw it as white, but it turned out it was like I think it was teal. It was like something that, because I can see teal, but I don't know what it was. I guess it was pretty funny though, because they were like, because you know in MOBAs you get heated, right? It's like go on white. So I go, and we like fucking 1-2, we hit them, but then they barely escape, and he's like, why is nobody else fucking going? And he goes, there is no white. We're like, what the fuck? And then they're like, oh shit. Good times. Reported for griefing. Yeah. But it was, yeah, it turned out to be like teal or some shit. But that doesn't really happen anymore, because, I mean, we don't really call people out by we call them by their hero name now, rather than the color that they're set at the beginning of a game. But yeah, I wonder if Wazuki remembers that, because I remember laughing so hard, because I went from being really annoyed with them to like being like, oh. I know my brother remembers that. He's gotta. Oh shit, piercing, that's big. That is big. Now our deadly heals are quite useful. Point the one, please. Point the one. I would assume it's this one right here. This looks... They may have changed the colors over time though. I have no idea. That one legitimately looks like it is white. Is that one white? Because this looks like a green, like a teal. Is that white? No? Okay, maybe it was that color then. What color is that then? It's a light blue? Maybe. Like a really light one, right? This was from 10 years ago, so yeah, that probably legitimately is it. Go on white, go on white. There is no white. Would decelerating shot on the piercing mean it hits more? It could help. We'll try it out. You could have a decent idea there. There are certain situations that is true. I don't know in the situation that we currently have if that'll be 100% true. Pretty crazy stuff. Okay, let me put up this wand. Grab this. Grab the heart. Run, run, run. I see it as white true. White too. I have, what was that? Tritanopia? I don't even know how to pronounce the color blindness types. Shades of Blue are playing a brutal game with me. I mean, that one is a little bit scuffed for me, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess maybe there aren't as many things that use blue as often, so maybe that's why it doesn't really stand out to me, because red to me is the one that I'm always like annoyed with. Because I don't know why. I just remember in school and stuff, teachers used to commonly use like red markers and shit, and it'd always be frustrating because it's like, damn it, I can't fucking see what the hell they're writing. Let's see. I don't want to use this on myself. I'll end up dying, but I want to see what it looks like whenever you shoot that. It does kind of slow it down quite a bit. It really shouldn't be necessary on a deadly heal anyways, because deadly heal is percent healing. So if that just hits you, it's gonna heal you up real nice. But it did work, I think, how you were anticipating it to, which would be to slow it down a bit. Maybe if you increase the lifetime on it, maybe you'd be more interested. How do you make deadly heal, well, actually heal you? You have to find a way to make it hurt you. So you just read the stats on it. The stats are deadly heal. It does 30 damage. And at first it deals damage, but then it heals over time. But naturally, it is not set to hurt the player. Meaning, even if you were to bounce it off of a wall somehow, using maybe, I don't know, like a spark trigger or some crap like that, it doesn't heal the player naturally. So you have to find modifiers or whatever method you can come up with, such as piercing, makes your projectile fly through enemies, but it's harmful to the caster. So now that means a deadly heal would be able to hurt the player. The problem is you may end up killing your character before the heal kicks in, because piercing will make it hit you many times. The good news is piercing shot removes 15 damage, so that's half of the damage that this thing does gets removed. But still, it's a 15 damage projectile that can pierce into the player, meaning instead of doing 15 damage, it could hit you for like 200 damage or 300, obviously divisible by 15, but it could apply the 15 damage like 20 times and before the heal really kicks in, so you would die before you ever get the good elements of it. Can you show how much health it heals right now? Does it out-sustain the damage? So the higher your health bar is, the safer it is, but let me think. Right now, I think we should be in a safe area. I think it would be fine. Yeah, we'd have to hit it. I don't even know. If you hit 422 with piercing, that would be kind of insane. I still don't trust it entirely. What is our move right now? I think we just go to Wand-Mart early to help speed things up since we have such a long journey today, because, you know, we got lots of pillars to get. It's interesting to me that Dunk says his color blindness is around red, but all his examples so far have been issues of lighter shades of blue. Not that I don't believe him, but that color blindness works in strange ways. Yeah, that's why I told Chad about it. We talked about it before. So whenever I was getting into PUBG, this was like, I don't know, many years ago, back when PUBG was pretty new. They actually added a colorblind mode. Not only did they add a colorblind mode, but actually you could choose the kind of color blindness you had. So I remember being like, I don't even know the kind of color blindness. So there's these tests online you can do where it will literally tell you the exact color blindness that it says you have. But after taking the color blindness test, it's like, you know, the official little one they had online, I guess, as official as that can be. I guess it's probably just some person that created a color blindness test. I remember it said, oh, like it did say the colors I struggled with were, it may have been like greens or blues or something like that. But whenever I'm playing games, I always find that reds are the thing that fuck me over the most. And I remember thinking, like, I wonder if colorblindness has this like kind of gradient to it, you know what I mean, where you don't necessarily fit into a category. Because me and my brother are both colorblind, but we, you know, we don't always see things the same way either. So we are two different forms of colorblindness for sure, but we also have some issues that do overlap, such as that one where he called out, go on white, and I thought, okay, that's white. But then apparently everybody else on the team was like, there is no white. It's usually 2 colors, not just one, so you may have trouble with red and blue/green. Well, I remember I was a little disappointed though, because I mean, I think that was my first, you know, so when it comes to colorblindness, it doesn't really bother me too much. It doesn't really have any issues. But sometimes in gaming, it can be a little frustrating when certain games you feel like you're at a huge disadvantage. So I remember whenever PUBG had put that in, I was like, yes, this is going to be super helpful for me. But even after changing into the colorblind mode that is said, really didn't help too much with certain things. Like usually colorblind adjustments for menus is really helpful, but in a lot of gameplay I always find like it's not really that useful. The one exception being Apex. Apex allowed you to fully customize the settings in such a way you could set the color for everything. And dude, whenever I mess with my colors in Apex, I had it at some point where I felt like I was I don't know how to explain it. Like every enemy was just highlighted. I was just like, I could see them all. Like there's that guy. There's like because normally whenever they start to slide in games like Apex and stuff, where you're jumping around and sliding. Whenever you slide, you kind of blend into the ground for a moment. So I will like lose the visuals. And but that one was just like they're highlighted at all times. It was like, damn, I could you just fucking dome, handing out headshots left and right. All right, let's get everything in order. I'm gonna toss that over here. Go grab our wand that we left over here, and then we're gonna go to the next mountain, check that mountain out, and then we're gonna start heading back up. Jungle, lots of great resources. In fact, we're probably gonna end up checking all over here for black hole or something that can bail us out. But before I do that, let me just go ahead and go in here. That makes me sad. Hey, we can go homing, plasma. Go say hi to him. I do want saving grace. Oh shit, that was the other ghost though, wasn't it? Fuck it. Who cares? We need saving grace this run though. What are the goals? If you type !challenge, you'll see the list. There's an image that shows all the pillars, but the pillars are Ghostly Transformation, Dark Gourd Moon, Altar, the pure ending, the Mountain Altar ending, Bridge Boss, Supernova, and Friendship. So if you need a detailed explanation of each one of those quests, when you type !challenge, that image it gives you explains each one of them in the image. What we need to do. We've currently done 0, but we can go do one of them now because we have homing plasma set up. So we can go do Bridge Boss, no problem. We need saving grace this run. Dunk every run. That's true. There's never really a time that you're like, you know what? Fuck saving grace. Well, I mean, there are things better than saving grace. If you're doing a basic win and I'm offered some really good stuff, I may leave it behind, but in general, usually doesn't have a downfall to it. Yeah, this is the daily run seed. Today's daily run has an insane amount of HP in the early game. First level alone, I think we found 4 hearts. Next level, like another 4 or 6 or something. And yeah, so today's daily definitely got out of control pretty quickly. The digging blast, we could think about that. What's the minimum HP do you recommend for the Sun Quest? It's not going to be about health. It's going to be about stainless armors. If you're doing your first ever Sun Quest, you could literally do your very first time ever doing a Sun Quest, and if you had maximum health of like 200, I would still be like, you could do it, because the stainless armors make you reevaluate how you look at HP. Stainless armors are damage reduction, so you could have 200 HP and 18 stainless armors. You are more survivable. You can fly into the sun and soak the damage for like 10 minutes compared to having 5 million health and 0 stainless armors. If you fly into the sun, it will kill you instantly. So damage reduction is what's the Sun Quest is all about. And yeah, Chad also even linked you the advanced sun guide. That guide right there is insanely helpful. It was written by Latali, one of the best sources of you know, tips and information out there. So I definitely approve of that guide. And I pull it up all the time whenever I'm doing the Sun Quest stuff, because, you know, I forget little details every once in a while, and it's just nice to have the guide chilling. Are there other methods of damage reduction besides stainless armor? Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple. Some that are actually get kind of weird that people don't even think about. But for example, this one I would not recommend it, but it is one that you definitely don't think about very often. But teleportitis. You take 20% less damage. You teleport away every time you're hurt. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to do this, but you could stack a lot of these, and you start to become just insanely tanky. Latali is also the best source of knowledge for what good games are, with 600 hours in Uma Musume. Oh God! Don't listen to him. His gaming takes are rough, but his knowledge in Noita is really useful. So here we can do something kind of interesting. There is a Uko that we just killed that dropped diamond. So we could scoop up a little bit of this diamond in a pouch, carry it over to the honey that we saw in the fungal, and make a little bit of ambrosia. That used to be a really shit thing, pretty much pointless because it doesn't make that much ambrosia. But because Sea of Mimicium exists, you can then make Sea of Mimicium onto the ambrosia and make a ton of it, which is quite nice. Does it even stack? Yes, I believe it's teleportitis stacks, but it's like a diminishing returns kind of a stack. So it doesn't mean like you just get 5 of them and you become 100%, you know, immune to damage. There's something else. What's just another one? Oh, this one's a good one. Slime blood. Slime no longer slows you down, and you have a higher projectile resistance. So you can actually stack slime blood and to increase your resistance as well. There's a couple perks with things like that nobody ever really uses them. A blime slud. Blime slud. Woo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the slime blood, teleportitis, all those I think stack just the same. Stainless armor obviously being the best though. Gentlemen. The damage is a bit of a joke. So this kill here is, oh shit, a pretty important one to me. Because that boss will actually drop potentially drop a spell that can help me a lot, which it already dropped one of them. Let's see which one I want to grab. Okay, it only dropped one that was useful, but thank God it did. So this spell here, I guess we're gonna drop that. This spell here, copy 3 random spells. We can use this to manipulate the RNG and copy the piercing. So it means I'll have double piercing and double piercing onto the deadly heal. Well, each one does minus 15 damage, making the deadly heal do 0 damage to the player and only heal you. So that means we now have a easy healing method. But before we go build that, let's get... anytime I stop by this pyramid area, and I do not have Tinker with wands, it means I should probably make the smart move and just grab at least 1 wand there. Because later on, if we need to look for stuff, and we still don't have Tinker, it means that you're going to be having to walk back and forth a lot, so might as well save yourself some time. Or you just go to Parallel World and just keep searching for Tinker. That also is fine. You can get the damage reduction for 15 stainless armors from 47 teleportitises. Do it as a challenge. 47. Wow, seems pretty rough. Alright. It's not a bad wand. The one that I'm hoping for is just anything with a black hole, and I'll be like, hell yeah. Did you see that? You trying to get me. Add mana and short tellies. Also pretty badass. Consume. No, we're not doing any fungal shifts. Are you crazy? We have a long journey ahead of us and you're trying to... Oh, look at that. That's got an always cast magic missile on it. We do have explosion immunity. That could be kind of fun. I'm going to move this here for now. I'm going to do something kind of weird for a moment. Give me one moment. We're going to do something a little funky. Alright, so what I was wanting to do, which could be kind of fun, but also kind of stupid, is we go add mana, chainsaw. Actually, we're going to need 2 of them on there. Even then, I don't think it's going to be enough. Double... So you could wrap that. Ouch. Then we do our best to try to... Could run this build for a bit. Have some fun with it. You like it? It's literally just, in case you're curious what's happening, it's just spamming that. All it is spamming magic missiles, but it is kind of funny to take advantage of an always cast, even though we have unlimited spells, so we wouldn't even need it to be an always cast, but... Alright, let's have some fun with it. We'll put that there. Also, what I wanted to do is, so, piercing on deadly heal, a little scary, because the deadly heal still can hurt us, so we've only removed half the damage. So instead we flip it, put the piercing after it, use the copy random three random spells, and now this deadly heal will never be able to hurt the player, and I can always just heal with it. Easy. If you don't know how to manipulate copy random spells, I do have a video on my YouTube channel called Copy Random Spells Might Be OP. You may be interested in that, but for now, let's get focused on taking out some bad guys. Oh shit, you know, I just realized I don't have a way out over here. I have to dig my way out from the bottom. The fact that the screen is shaking this much with your screen... Yeah, that's true. You were seeing screen shake right now, and my screen shake settings are set to screen shake intensity 4. And whenever I'm shooting, it looks like... You still get screen shake even with 4. Imagine at 100. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to do something. I'm forgetting all this stuff today. My brain is... There it is. There's... Empty out the fungus.
Do it. Do it.
You want to see it with 100? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me... Before this gets all swamped up.
Do it. Do it.
And then now we should get mostly diamond. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Alright, you want to see it at 100. Options, graphics, from 4 to 100, apply. Ow, my head hurts. Jesus. Dude, I haven't played with that 100 screen shake in a billion years, man. Seems a little extreme. Anyways, back to 4. The reason I even leave a little bit of screen shake is because it does help me, like, if I see some little, like, I hear the large explosions and I see a slight screen shake, I know, like, oh, something really popped off over there, you know? Like, oh man, there's something really going down. Helps draw my attention to it. I can't even look at the screen when you do that. Yeah, it honestly kind of gave me a little bit of a headache feeling. Did not like that. Hold on, we go this way. I wonder if I can blast this dude from up here. Oh, shit! I never tried to shoot him like that before. Holy shit! I never did that before. Well, this is why you want the 0 damage deadly heal. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't get to see the part where I got hit again. Oh great, now he's healed up. So I think it's bad to have them in separate payloads like I do, or separate shots.
Now's the cue for some guy in chat to say, saving grace is a bad perk.
So the boss fight, I don't think he starts moving yet. I haven't entered the arena. The thing is though, he does put he has activated his shield. So I'm not sure how to time the shield shot. This used to not, I don't ever pretty much fight the boss this way, but basically we are like trying to chip away at his health without ever even getting him to begin his fight. You can do this because they made it where the health bar is now visible on the screen at all times. Used to not be that way. Got so lucky you didn't burn to death. Yeah, that was actually a little yikes. Dude, I swear, he's like... His shield is not going down. I'm pretty sure the saving grace triggered. I find it unlikely that I stopped exactly at 1, but I'd have to watch the replay. I didn't look down here to see if it said saving grace is triggered. I wasn't paying attention. It did trigger. You watched it back? Okay. Yeah, as I say, what were the odds if, you know, you did that and you end exactly at 1 HP? That'd be wild. What is the symbol? I forget what this one's supposed to be pointing at. It's not the gold room, right? I used to think it was a gold room, and people said it didn't line up before. I'm trying to remember what it's supposed to represent. Because there is a gold room down in hell, but I believe the gold room is further to the left. I thought that was unsolved. Is that one of them? Maybe I'm misremembering. Is that one of the ones that people don't know its purpose? Or at least people... It's not necessarily that you don't know its purpose. In Noita, you can always say like what you think it does, but it's never... not always definitive. It's just significant to one of the devs. Oh, did I go outside the range? Oh shit, wait, hold up. What just happened? Oh, he's dead. It was a goofy way to kill him. And because of it, we get a goofy drop. That's what you get for goofing around. Awful pillar rolls, no. Supernova plus Dark Moon Gourd. Yeah, we did get a little bit scammed on the rolls. We got a little bit slapped in the face by RNG. Oh well. Oh well. Just makes for a fun adventure, right? Yep, still 0-6. I'm about to start focusing on them more. It's just, you know, the early game I was so focused on just powering up. But it's about to be go time for the pillars. We are going to need those crystals later. But... and there's a few of them in it. Usually it's not a hard one to find. I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. Damage field. Some pheromone. Some ambrosia. Well, it looks like we don't even need to make our own homemade ambrosia. So that pouch of diamond was for nothing. Yay, I knew. You just never give up. Never give up. And now we got a black hole with death trigger, which is good enough for us. So, what else? I think we got everything. We have infinite healing. We have infinite black holes. We are going to need to some kind of like tele heal wand fused together at some point. We can probably hold off on that. You know what? We're set up in such a way that we could already consider parallel world stuff. Actually, wait, Omega. Okay, that's fine, right? Yeah, because the Omega, so there's piercing, plus the Omega copies another piercing, so it thinks there's 2 piercings. So we don't need the copy random, so we just shoot this and got the infinite heals going. We have some good wands that we could be using the infinite digging on, but I think this is fine for now. I say we go to a parallel world, yeah?
He is drawn.
Garbage wand. Go plasma, homing, spark trigger, homing plasma. Real quickly, let's go kill the bridge boss so we can at least say that we've done one of the pillars so far today. Because if I die during this run, then I will have to hear the whole day tomorrow. Do you remember when you did 0 pillars and you were fucking 6 hours in? Now I can be like, look, progress. Alright, so this one should be simple. We just spawn in the boss, shoot a nice little plasma homing at him. And he plasmas the heck out of himself. Sausages, sausages. Another piercing, which I don't think we're gonna need another one. I don't think. Does that count for a pillar? Yes. Yes, it does. That does give a pillar. Even if it didn't, you could go to a parallel world and kill one there. But it does. So the pillars show up if the boss just dies. What you guys are confusing is the progress down here. If you get him to commit suicide from his own spells, you won't get a +1 to your progress down here, but it will give you the pillar. But if you're wanting to get the 100%, you actually do need to make sure you do a build that give you credits. Actually, no, this stays. Piercing, Omega, Deadly Heal. Alright, infinite heals, infinite digging. We got our first pillar. 1 pillar down, bridge boss. Next pillar that I'll probably be going for. Actually, what is the next pillar I'm going to be going for? Friendship? Let's just power up a bit more and then we'll discuss what is worth our time. Weeb, stop weebing right now. You stop that weebing this very moment. Young Well, I see you joining the weebs already. Right after he hits us with support, already going back to degeneracy. Disgusting. Downright filthy. Well, now I don't think you guys deserve any DunkTales. You guys have been misbehaving with your weeb ways. Disgusting weeb ways. What do you mean, what?
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
I like Polleg here. It says, shut up, weebs. It's time to quack. It's quacking time. You shut your goddamn mouth.
Give those dirty weebs nothing.
That's true. Give them nothing. But take from them everything. Is this the right one? Maybe? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah.
Lurking in this sweaty cave here in Dunkville. Moist mobs, monsters, swapper mages. It's a dunk thrill. Might get a victory. Extend your win streak. DunkTales, ooh. Every night he's out there screaming. DunkTales, ooh. Tales of glory crouches when skill prevails. Ooh. Danger ways will find you. Avert your eyes, emotes will find you. Punch a goon and slide into some DunkTales. Let's take a spin, might get a win on DunkTales. Ooh. Tales of a legend, all jokes and good dunk spells. Ooh. Not Gamble fails, all fam on snails, no DunkTales. Ooh.
Dunk talks shit about weebs in a goo, and it's right there in DunkTales. Listen, I didn't create the lyrics. Don't look at me. Don't mind me just collecting gold. If you're curious what we could be needing gold for on today's run, is we probably going to be using a lot of rerolls. Gonna be using up a lot of rerolls. We need to... We're not gonna be powering up like we're doing the Sun Quest or anything like that, but I would like to be set up in such a way that whenever I'm building the sun, I can at least take a little bit of damage and not just get insta'd. Let me check off what we already got. So bridge boss, check. We're supposed to get 6 pillars today. Well, we've actually gotten more than 6, but we have 6 that we need to achieve specifically. And we have 1. Nice. Every time you go to this room, all I can think of is another 5 minutes of my life is lost when he could have just used the gold room mod. But then when are we gonna put in the DunkTales, yeah? We just missed the... You missed the chance. This is like a break for you guys to go grab a snack. Stand up to make sure you don't get any blood clots, you know, that kind of stuff. What's up, Vialet? I see you nomming. She's snacking. Could go for a snack myself right about now. I'll just starve for a little while longer. After stream, probably grab some kind of breakfast burrito. That guy almost knocked me into the damn portal. Just out of curiosity. You gotta be careful of the portals, because you remember that those portals are connected to the main world, and we don't want to get sent all the way back there. No thank you. Actually, what would be the move here? Because now we're going to end up having to fight the big fella. Well, not now, but soon. More love, because the world needs more love. Regular black holes, nice. That means we can toss out the timer and go with the regular black hole. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Repelling cape? Sure, kind of. I don't know about that. Because then Ambrosia is going to be a pain in the ass to use, because repelling is going to shove it away. Ah, fuck it, we'll grab it. Probably not my smartest decision. But if we end up with stainless armor, it's kind of nice to assist us a little bit. Repulsion sector. Not particularly interested in that. Oh, come on. Wasting all my rerolls in one mountain. Sounds like a great idea to me. Fire immunity, though. Oh, baby. Okay, so we can go... chainsaw there. Alright. Ooh, this is actually nice. We are in a good place. We got reduced lifetime. Put that bad boy on our telly. Now our telly. Nice and controlled. And for all the people with OCD out there, actually... There we go. One framing. We got the melee immunity. Nice, nice, nice. Got the slurp there. Actually, I will need this for the sun creation. We're looking good. Water material. Huh. I haven't seen any crit on waters, so... yeah. Ah, damn it. This is a tricky situation. Because... if we grab... damn it. I need the Hungry Ghost today. Huh. Always Gamba, dice is nice. I don't know if I trust this shit. I guess the way if you grab perk lottery, we just save ourselves time, most likely.
Nice.
The dice is nice. I swear I got it. By not grabbing this, it extends it like a half hour just searching for this damn perk. God damn it, chat! You seduced me! You seduced me, you piece of shit! Surely we'll find another one. We'll find... Oh, I'm melee immune. Nothing to be afraid of.
Incoming.
Nope.
Why didn't you take Hungry Ghost? Shrewish.
Don't give me that shit. If we seduced you, where are the only knee picks? Said you seduced me. I didn't seduce you. Would never do such a thing. How effective of a dragon killer is this wand? It's just spam? We're gonna find out, aren't we? Did pretty good. Did pretty good. Can't complain. Okay. We're going to toss this stuff. Nah, we don't need a chain spell. That. Then I can throw the other speed on there. And we can even throw... Oh, no, we don't want to do that one yet. Because it will add cast delay. I don't want that crap. Until we have some chainsaws. And then we could consider it. Chain spell is nice for black holes. It is nice for black holes when you don't have a speed up, but once you have enough speed on it, it doesn't really do much for you because, I mean, it's just going to create some slow moving black holes. If they kept the modifiers, then that'd be pretty sick. Alright, for safety, let me do a quick mod restart just to make sure our game is as stable as possible. We are still kind of in this limbo where we're powering up right now, but I haven't, you know, we have a lot of stuff we need to do. In case you're curious, the to-do list, we've already done the bridge boss kill. That one was not too bad. I put that off for a while, but that was easy. Then we have the friendship quest, which is basically we have to do an escort mission. That one shouldn't be too bad. It's a little slow. The supernova, that one is going to kind of suck. I haven't decided. I think I'm going to create a new sun next to the dark sun and make them collide. It's going to be a whole thing. We got to collect 11 orbs, and that'll be how we end our run. 11 orbs on top of the mountain will give us the pure ending, which I don't know why they call it. Somebody else said that before. They said, wait, why isn't that thing called the pure ending? Isn't it supposed to be called the gold? Hold on, is it pure the right word? I think that's what it's listed on the pillars, but I don't know if that's the actual correct labeling. They do call it the pure ending. I don't know why I think of the pure ending as the one of like the 33 or the 34, because like I think 33 would be considered, I guess, peaceful ending, and then 34 I guess is infinite health ending. I don't know. These names are weird. Wait, which one was that on there? That was on the third set. Oh, it's on this one. It's the mountain ending pure. I just call it gold ending. So just know that if you ever hear me say the gold ending on the mountain, I guess the reason it needs to be labeled something different is because you get the gold ending when you lock it in at the bottom. So what are we missing right now? I could go for... Oh, I'm going to need electric immunity. That's what we're missing, because otherwise we will get drug into the sun or the dark sun. Yep. That's it. Gas blood. You know what? Gas blood it up. Okay, I'm not wasting that crap. Have you finished any of the pillar challenges yet? I just got back to stream. We've done the bridge boss kill, which was like the easiest one, you know. We just were like, hey, get that out of the way. Now I'm trying to finish powering up so we can focus on being around the sun and all that scary stuff. I guess we can just do gas fire. There's really not much reason to do it, but whatever. And until we get electric immunity, we still have to keep hopping from mountain to mountain, because without electric immunity we could just get drugged to our death very easily. I do want that repulsion, but oh well. A little more speed. What makes reduced lifetime better than Nala when using teleport? I believe reduced lifetime uses less frames. Nala sets it at... is it that Nala does it at 4 frames? Or 3 frames? Nala kills a TP in 2 frames. Reduced lifetime is 1 frame. Okay. So it's if you were to try to do it mathematically, they're both same, right? They'd both be like, oh, it's 0. But if you're counting down to the frame, then reduced lifetime is half the frames, meaning twice as fast. But yeah, it actually, here, let me show you out in the world. So for example, we're gonna put the Nala on there. It's still really fast. This is more than good enough to do whatever you need to do. But if you're paying close attention and you look at the difference, oh my god. Pain in the ass. And then now with this one, watch the difference. Should notice is going about twice as fast. It's pretty damn quick. The only big downside to reduced lifetime is when you have a circle of vigor on the telly as well. It will lag the hell out of it as opposed to Nala. Yeah, that's true. If you don't want to play DunkTales, then you don't genuinely like it. But I just played it a little while ago. You can't play that shit on loop.
Dunk, you put the UU in my goo.
Chostings, what's up, man? Good morning. Sure, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the phasing. Could save me from a poly shot. You never know. You put the goo in my ooh and never called me the next day. Wait, what? Dear God, what did I just read? I put what where? There we go. Now we can actually start considering other stuff. So we have the electric immunity. So we have all the necessities to accomplish our goal. Oh, there's even an egg too. So we really have all the necessities. Everything else from here is just, do I want to play conservative or a little risky? But let's start doing our stuff. In fact, let's go ahead and do the escort mission thing first. Let's just clear out this area. Oh, come on. Dude, what's up with this crap? Maybe I'll just grab the letters I need down in hell. I really like Noita, but I'm bad at it, unfortunately. That starts that way for everyone. Do not be discouraged. I had well over 100 deaths before I got my first win. It was a grind. But once you get that foundational knowledge, then you keep that with you, and then it gets easier and easier. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to quickly grab a tower wand, because I don't want to have to actually come back over here later. And I'm going to grab, It's been fun goofing around with this build, but I think we got to start focusing on actually getting the win. I know, you're heartbroken. It makes you sad.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
One last shot. What did I do here? I messed something up. Oh, I'm overwrapping. Whoops. What else? Oh yeah, Mecha Kolmi. Let's go. So instead of using piercing, why not just use null shot? Same effect of removing damage, but more lifetime. Oh, on the what you call it here? Yeah, I guess so. Not really much of a reason not to, is there? At least on the pinpoint. True. Alright, so the only reason I'm going out of my way to kill this boss real fast is this boss drops a perk that guides you to the friendly boss, and it will save us time of wandering around and trying to find one of the bosses. Because this boss is in the same spot always. Is easy to find. The other boss, not so easy to find. Oh, I forgot to put my chainsaws back. We killed him off screen. Oh, shit. His shot still got off, though. Still fired off his shot. This right here. This is what that boss drops. Drops spatial awareness. So now once we have spatial awareness, it's a map. And we're going to use that map. Move that back there. Wish we had one more chainsaw. Alright, now we take the portal on purpose, because it'll send us back to the main world. And then, what else are we thinking? Okay, so we stand still. The green, so we are the red dot, which is happen to be right here in the Holy Mountain. Green dot is Toveri. So what we need to do is we need to abduct one of Toveri's children. And actually, that's how we do one of the quests that we have to do today. We have to steal one of his children. What the hell? What was I getting caught on over here? I don't know. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a path down. We're gonna have to fly this path. Which is fine. Then I'm gonna grab that and swap out this. Much more space to work with. Gotta make sure to not accidentally go in the Avarice Diamond. That would be a bad thing. There we go. Created a nice gap there.
Do it.
If you accidentally go in the Avarice Diamond, what's going to happen is it's going to give you the Burst of Air spell, and it means that you've used up the trigger point that's here, which means that you're not going to be able to do the pillar that we're needing to do, which is the escort mission one, where I guide one of the little green guy in there. Alright, there's our buddy. Alright, let's get this all set up then. Will you not use Karl? I am going to use Karl. I have to pre-dig the path is what I'm doing. But I accidentally dug straight into the portal room, which is not what we want. Alright. We should be all set up. So now, we got to pick up the rocket ship that the community nicknamed Karl. Karl the Cart. It's like a kind of little rocket ship dude. And it's kind of tricky to get used to how to fly them, but once you're used to it, it's not so bad. It's a little funky. Always. So I am guiding him down to the bottom. Alright. So now, what I have to do is I have to pick up one of Toveri's children in this cart. Listen, I know you're like, wait a second, what the fuck's happening here? Don't judge me. This is what the devs created, damn it. So we will try to make a small gap in here. And if you look, this is what the cart looks like right now. If we drive it over near our little buddies in there. Oh, apparently I didn't get a gap in the wall. Alright, so you'll see one of them will climb in this rocket ship. Be keeping an eye on it. Who's getting in? I got candy. I got candy and puppies. There you go, we got one. Chat, don't be obnoxious, please. Okay, so we got the little dude in here. Don't take the candy from the bald man. it's too late. He's already in the cart. All right. So also we can do something else to save us a little bit of time as well. There are these gourds at the bottom of Toveri. He's a boss. He's the friendly boss. But these gourds at the bottom can actually heal the player. I don't need them, but it is going to be... I don't need them for the healing purpose. I need them for a part of a quest later. So I'm going to go ahead and just get that out of the way now and grab the gourd while I'm around. So there we go. It's up in our inventory. So let's take care of Karl, and then we'll do the gourd part next. Go, Karl, go. Karl's one of those things that you have to test it yourself, how the driving works, because it's so funky that it'll probably take you a little bit to get used to. I don't know, everybody's brain's wired different. Maybe some people's brains are wired that are like, hey, this makes perfect sense for driving this cart. For me, I'm like, this is programmed by an insane person. I think Karl's invincible. Yeah, I've never seen a way to kill Karl. Like, you can't, like, you don't have to worry about damage or anything hurting him. You don't have to worry about, like, black holes or anything messing with him. But you can lose him very easily. Like, super, super easily. As in, like, you just kind of lose where he's at. And then it makes it really impossible to find. Because whenever you're looking for him, like, pretend that Karl was off screen right now. Pretend that this little Karl was sitting off screen. Whenever I'm flying around looking for him, he moves more. So it's like something that is lost will continue to become more lost as you look for it. Which really sucks. Rio, what did you say that TTS didn't even read it? How does it make you feel, Mr. DunkOrSlam, that you have kidnapped a child from his family, only to shove him into a diamond, killing him in an explosion? You're a monster. You disgust me. You, sir, have no morals, no scruples, no hair. Fuck you. What? First off, this was a quest made by the devs. Don't look at me. I am innocent. Alright, and now we head down. We've almost completed one of the more annoying goals of today. Oops. And remember, this is an official quest, and you get a spell unlock. So we just drive that little cart down into here without my character going in there ever. Boom. So you get the Giga Nuke spell, but if you have never done this quest before, that'll also be the moment that it becomes unlocked. So you could just grab it, do some Giga Nuke things, and yes, even Karl, after all that,
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Karl still lives, even after all that. He's unstoppable. So there is the Giga Nuke. I don't have any plans for it in this run, but I'll hold on to it for a moment just to keep you guys entertained. So so we've done the bridge boss, we've done the friendship quest. Now, ghostly transformation, Dark Gourd Moon. Let's just focus on the supernova. Let's focus on that. Shoot the nuke, sure. Everything you hoped and dreamed. Bring the child back to his family? Never! Never! Yes! Here, I'll just shoot him with a nuke. That's like almost as good, right? He'll get to revisit his family one day. There you go. So we jump in the portal. Murder that piece of shit. Murder that piece of shit. So real quickly, what we're needing to do is we need to get rid of the gourd in my inventory. Remember I said I grabbed it early, just so I don't have to worry about it later. So we'll go and drop it off. So this is like, it's like we're doing two quests kind of simultaneously. We're doing supernova stuff. We're doing Gourd Moon quests. Yeah, we're just doing lots all at the same time. So with this in my inventory, the gourd in my inventory, you don't even have to hold it out. You just fly near him while you have this in this refreshing gourd, and it should reskin him. And now he becomes the gourdified Kolmi, which is cool. Let's see how our journey down to hell is right now, because we do not have... If I fly around in here, how bad are we talking? It hurts. It hurts a little bit. Get out of there. Woo. I'm gonna leave this there for now. I'm gonna grab that. Expiration. Cessation, I see you. Alpha, cast a copy of the first spell. That should be good.
I will trade someone sexual favors for a steely cosmetic.
What? Just... the hell is happening right now? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a little bit funky for a moment. But if you follow along, you'll understand exactly what its purpose is. So we're going to add expiration trigger onto the teleport bolt. That way we can put something after it. And this teleport bolt is now a trigger. Meaning like whenever the teleport expires, it will shoot off the spell after it. See how the spark bolt goes flying out? So instead of a spark bolt though, we want to put the deadly heal after it. And even as with the deadly heal, it runs out of charges. Instead, we put the alpha. Alpha casts a copy of the first spell, so the deadly heal's in the first spot. So now when we shoot it, basically just means we shoot our teleport, and it also shoots off a deadly heal. Problem there is that the deadly heal that it's firing off doesn't actually hurt the player. Like it doesn't, as you can see, I'm flying through some of them and they're not doing anything. So we got to find a way to make this deadly heal hurt the player. So that one is going to be where piercing comes into play. So now piercing on this. All right, so now we shoot around. Not bad, we get healed. But as you can see, if you look at our mana, it doesn't take long to see that we run out of mana. You know, we run out of mana really quickly. So then the move there is going to be, well, first off, so that we don't get hurt too badly, let's go ahead and put the null shot here. Now we just get healed, no pain. That's good. And then we need to start throwing these, this add mana, chainsaw, and this, I think, should be decent. Let's see. Nope, because it's still getting applied. Hold up. We don't want that applied. How are we gonna do this? Oh, fuck. I think if we one frame, it'll probably make it easier, but I want to wrap the add manas. Let me try it. What if we do this? It's gonna still be ugly, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely fucked. Hold up. Can you add trigger between Telly and Alpha and make it free? Between Telly and Alpha. You can't add trigger on a Greek letter, sadly. And the problem is I'm getting this null shot added onto my teleport bolt, and I think that's only because I'm trying to do wrapping to double up on the mana. So if I was to do this, for example, I think we'd probably see much more normal results. Yeah. The issue is I don't get all that extra mana that I want. I could do, if we did an add trigger onto the chainsaw. No, that shares with this group. Alright. I guess we'll just have to say we want multiple spells together. So let's say that we're going to say this group is also with this. So Alpha is deadly heals here, and it's a double, so cast 1, 2. Then we put an add trigger onto this group, put the spark bolts in there, then we fire it. That's a little obnoxious, so holy moly.
Holy moly.
My 33 orbs seated has a setup for deadly heal reduced lifetime with only 1 add mana, if I remember correctly, maybe 2, but 100 times better than what the fuck this is. Hey! How dare you? This is beautiful. Wait, your 33 orb setup has deadly heal reduced lifetime with only 1 add mana. The problem is you don't like ever, your wand crafting is so quick, man. There it is. Wait, what? Don't you lie to me. That Telly wand is got 2 add manas. And it is jam-packed, sir. At like 7 minutes. Okay, let's see. This one's 7 minutes. Actually, the thing is a little bit crazy. Hold on, my brain. No. God damn it, I shouldn't have jumped so far back. He does the add timer, add trigger. What the hell's going on here? Screw it. Let's just go with this one. I like it. I like it. Actually, wait. Do we even need this many? Oh yeah, we do actually need the third if we want to make sure that it's infinite, truly. If I wrap that, what happens? The only problem is, I think that without the inner spell on it, and I don't have the... I think I have to get that one knockback thing to make it so that it doesn't... I think it's like kind of knocking me. It's like moving my character slightly. Oh well, at least we saved our ad monos now. I got things back online. I don't think we'll need to do much with it. Screw it, this is our goofy telewand for now. For now. See, I feel like something with the flying right there is kind of off. Alright, so we're down in hell. We got that set up. We just need to make sure that we can move the... We just need to move the Dark Sun out of its position. That was the reason I was having to set up this wand as it is, because I may get pulled into what is like an instant death situation, so I need to be able to run away while simultaneously healing. So the telewand is a bit annoying, I know. But I need that shit for now. I want to say it was Downwards Larpa was the one that we ended up liking a lot, which I'm pretty sure we passed the Downwards Larpa in the last Holy Mountain. Oh, this one could work. Maybe. I kind of want the Larpa to go in the same direction. Oh, well, there is a summon Taikasova.
Maybe.
With a solid maybe. So we can spawn whatever resources we need. It may have been that I like the white hole even more than the black hole as a way to move the sun. Just kind of looking around at what resources we have to work with for what we're about to attempt. Here, you know what we can do? I will grab the, I don't know, spells to magic missiles in case I need to get rid of the stuff that's already on the screen whenever I'm spamming the black holes, which is going to be very soon. Damn, I guess we'll just go with that one Larpa that we saw. It could work. I forget. Basically what we're having to come up with is we have to come up with a way to move the Dark Sun out of the way. This is kind of important to know if you ever do the Sun quest, but you haven't ever done your Moon quest stuff. It's like you're doing things in reverse order. Normally the game is like most games you build up to the harder and harder quests as you go, but some people, once they feel really confident, they just skip to like the hardest quest, which is the Sun quest, and then later they go back and they're doing some of the easier quests. Well, we're having to do like a Moon quest related thing, meaning I need the Dark Sun moved out of the way. I need the Dark Sun to go away for me to be able to interact with the Moon. So to move, basically we're having to move this giant death ball that is trying to insta-kill us every frame. I don't know, I think 34 orb quest is harder. I don't know if I would call that one an official quest though, that's the problem. You do get a cosmetic, but you don't get a pillar. So that's why I never really consider, it's like in a weird place where I think the devs are like, maybe people will find a way one day on how to do it consistently. But they didn't give it its own pillar. What can move it? So I've moved it with 3 spells before. That doesn't mean it's the only 3 spells. And I've had varying luck with different strategies. So I never can keep in mind which one is the best. But black hole, white hole, and then one time we got it to move with the Holy Lance. But it's really janky. There it is. Alright, there we go. Alright, so the Chaos Larpa. What we're going to try to do is we'll put speed up that with the Chaos Larpa, and we're going to shoot this at the Dark Sun and see if it just fucks off. I hope it does. So one of the things that makes this tricky is that you can't just spam the black holes at the dark sun, because there can only be so many black holes on the screen at one time. Because I guess the devs put that in place to make sure that the game doesn't just like completely lock up and crash. So for example, I'm going to shoot one off right now. See right there? That is a ball of death. But you can only have, I don't know, let's say like 7 of them or 8 of them on the screen at once. Not on the screen, but like loaded in. So that's why I also grabbed the spells to magic missiles, so that I can kill off if I start to have too many of them on the screen. And I guess what makes that frustrating is that, like, if you're shoving the dark sun and it's starting to move, you're like, oh, I almost got it, and then all of a sudden you have used up your capacity of how many black holes you can have out at once. You have to wait, and it's like, it's forever. It's like 30 seconds to a minute. You have to wait, and the dark sun will move back into its position and undo all of the work that you did. So what I'm going to try to do is we're just going to fire this once, see how it goes, and then from there we'll adjust as necessary. All right. Oh god, this is definitely a scary moment. So the dark sun is right next to me. If I get too close, it can try to insta me. So I don't want to get too close. But we're gonna shoot this at it. Oh fuck! What did I do? Why did I try to shoot this and it did nothing? Oh, it can't cast both of these things, can it? That's fine, because we can just temporarily swap them. Should be fine. Yeah. Okay, let's try this out and get ready to run. As you can see, that didn't really phase it. We're gonna try another trick. But first, we need to get rid of the magic, or all the stuff that was there before with the magic missiles. We're gonna put a second speed up there this time. Let's see how that goes. My heart, yeah, is definitely a bit scary. It's way scarier than I would like it to be. Yeah, it needs to be a downwards LARPA, I think. Because the Chaos LARPA is shooting in all directions, and it doesn't seem to give a shit about that.
This guy right now, he is drenched in sweat.
Yeah, Chaos LARPA is not the way. Unless it's a white hole, but we're not gonna rely on that yet. Do that, stabilize things. And let me go see if that was a downwards LARPA in the last mountain that I had looked at. Damn it. There's an upwards LARPA. We could try that. Alright, let's try this one out. Maybe this one will go better. Okay. I don't know what to expect exactly, but... Oh, upwards LARPA. I was treating it like it's a downwards LARPA. Oh, shit. Alright, that one may actually work. That one did nudge it pretty well. Holy shit. Damn it. Wait. Hold on, is it gone?
I really wish you guys could see the...
Did we move it? So I do not want to interact with this sun at all right now, because I don't want to act, or this moon. We got to find out where... Okay, it's over there. It's over there. So what we want to do is we want to kind of nudge that into a place that we can, I don't know, keep it for later. Is it actually moving it? Oh, it's moving it pretty well. We don't even need to get too wild with it. Just let the deadly heels shove it. Come on. Come on. Now, let me see. Damn, all those shots I just did probably pushed it as well. Is it still moving? Okay, it seems to be resting. Okay, so the dark sun is no longer in the moon spot. So we can do the Dark Gourd Moon. Then we can do the supernova. Then we do the ghostly transformation. Then we do the 11 orb win. Okay, I have it all noted. Gourd Kolmi.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Enter the center of the dark moon with all 4 normal essences
Nope.
and the gourdified final boss with you. So he just has to be loaded in. He doesn't actually have to be with you because the game thinks he's with you since he's loaded in. So 4 essences. He's loaded in. Let's do it.
Wait, is this you think the...
I mean, now that... maybe I'll keep the heal set up. I was going to say, now that we have everything as we want it, I mean, we can just remove our heal. Because, I mean, it's a little annoying to not have our other setup. We're just telling much faster. So we're having to grab the essences. Because remember, we're doing the Gourd Moon. Gourd Dark Moon, that is. Essence of Fire. Alright. Grab this. Alright, we have the 4 essences. Essence of Earth, Essence of Fire, Essence of Air, Essence of Water. So this is going to complicate things a little bit because these guys do not play very nicely. And, well, I guess if somebody has never seen what we're about to do right here, I'll stay quiet for a moment and let you just witness it. And also hope that I don't die. Alright, you ready, chat? I have all the essence flying into the Dark Moon.
Nope.
So, in case you missed it, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bridge bosses, all spawning in at once. And it says heretic. Heretic! So this means I have completed the Dark Gourd Moon. Oh, fuck. Did you see that? What in the scam was that about? Yeah, we just got screwed on that one. So what ended up happening, I'm a little bit pissed off, is whenever we remove the essence off of our character, we end up, so the stones are handed to us whenever you remove the essence, but 2 of the stones stayed and the other 2 flew off, which normally is not a big deal because we can just go to a parallel world and get another one. But one of the ones that flew off is the Firestone, and that fire essence does not exist in parallel worlds. So I have to go find a Firestone real quick because the game decided to be a little bit of a dick. Firestone in the dark water area next to the alchemy lab. Did you find one over there today on the daily? Is that why you're saying that, Mary Ellen? This little trip's gonna cost us 33 years. It may cost us a minute. You left it there? Oh, you're a genius, Mary Ellen. A fucking genius. I know exactly what you're talking about now. I forgot. At the beginning of stream today, we did that, not beginning, but early in the stream. We did the dark room, and we used the, not dark room, the dark cave. And we used a firestone to get through it. I totally forgot. Aha! Yay! Okay. We're gonna grab this. I'm gonna try to kill the Forgotten without using the eye, but you know me, my timing sometimes is a little off. It can be a little messed up. What do you mean, Mr. One Frame Gamer? Oh, you're saying the problem is it's like funky. It's not exactly consistent. So I can do it in 1 frame, of course, as I've shown you guys many times, but sometimes Noita just is jank. Noita's got some jank going on. Alright, here we go. Here's our attempted Forgotten kill without using the eye at first. And see if we get lucky. Okay, homing. I gotta remove that. It's homing onto guys that aren't even there. He's not real, man. Ah, we missed it. Sag. Alright, well we had to use the eye to kill him, so we got the Sunseed! Yay, the Sunseed is here. 2 frame gamer. Sag. Apparently the boss actually lives for 5 frames. The problem is I don't really have something that detonates. It has to like hit the wall before it'll detonate, and the explosion wasn't even that large. I would have needed a lot more. A lot larger explosion or a lot more projectiles flying in all directions. Okay. So now we are going to place down the Sunseed. Be ready, this thing is about to get yeeted. Worst case, if we were to lose it, what you would do is you just go to another parallel world, get another Forgotten. That's usually why you don't throw away the eye like I did, because you may end up needing it later, but you know me, I never plan ahead. Planning is for losers. I'll take that. So we're gonna create the Sunchild close by. Explosives, 1, 2, okay. Don't be obnoxious.
Am I the only weird one that like Lord of Mysteries? None in chat ever mentions it. Also morbid fact. The cancer rate among children under 5 increases the closer they live to a nuclear power plant, says data from Germany.
Rip. That's pretty fucked. Oh, shit, I almost just died. Well, that's about half my health, not too bad. Could have been worse. Okay. So... sorry, I'm a little distracted for the moment because we are busy making babies. So you have to sacrifice 100 little babies to the sun. The thing is, whenever you're sacrificing them, if it's too far out, they're not. It doesn't count the kills for the sun. So you got to be you got to be, you know, kind of getting the right angles for every the egg lob. Dude, it's because they bleed so much bullshit. When they start to bleed, it just gets in the way of the other eggs.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched
There we go.
in sweat.
Transformation happens. Now, at this point, we need to feed it 4 essence, the 4 main essence, which is the water stone, earth stone, fire stone, electric stone. So we're going to start by feeding it the water stone, which you don't have to throw it in there if you don't want to. You could literally fly through it if you're feeling frisky. But my wand is actually, I don't, it's kind of too funky. I don't trust it that it may shove the sun in a way that I don't like it. So we're going to throw that in there. So we threw the water stone in there. We also got to worry because we have to do a mod restart in a bit to make sure that we don't accidentally kill Kolmi with our supernova. So I got to remember that step. Is sacrificing living creatures the only way to transform the child sun? Or is there an alternative way, like using lava to awaken it instead of bombs? Yeah, there are some. So they are still kind of creatures. I think it's listed on the wiki page. Let me see. It lists all the things, but the egg is the easiest one because the other ones, even if you get them, they kind of react in a funky way. Latali was the one that was explaining what exactly is happening. Oh, is it not listed on here? As you know, surely it is. Because it lists these spells here, right? That's the, like you're saying, the Sea of Lava, or 1 giga nuke, or 1 summon Kiwi to make the next step. Can you zoom in a bit more? Okay, listen. I do it for the mobile people out there. All the people on mobile, they're mobile. They gotta be able to see the fucking font. And if it's like small font on my screen and they're on mobile, and then it becomes impossible. And we just added. Okay, hold on. So 100 blood sacrifices are necessary to nourish it to full strength. You could create it somewhere with plenty of enemies nearby the hiisi base, but then you would have to move it forwards. Much easier to use is summon egg, summon rock spirit, summon Taikasova, etc. to spawn entities for it to kill. So if you do choose to use the summon rock spirit, this one kind of messed with me, and Latali was explaining what was happening. But apparently when you're throwing the rock spirit at the sun, so when you throw the rock spirit, there's this moment that it's like a projectile, and then there's a moment whenever it actually officially creates. Yes, don't worry, I won't forget about the we have ghostly transformation and the 11 orb thing we still need to do. But when you're throwing the projectile at the sun, it's mid-air, and a lot of times things will destroy it. And if that happens, which the sun's doing this huge AoE of damage, it kills the rock spirit without ever crediting it as like an enemy kill, because it never became an enemy. It was just a projectile mid-air. So you have to spawn the rock spirit in a way that it actually starts to fly around on its own, and then it has to fly into the sun and die. That counts as like a creature kill for the sun. So it's very weird. There are like these special rules. That's why the summon egg is by far the most popular. But summon Taikasova could have worked. I've actually, I don't know if I've ever done this method for spawning the sun, but we actually had it on us. We could have been spamming wands at him. But then again, we would have ended up with like 100 wands on the ground, 100 plus. You always use summon Taikasova? Do you just end up with like wands everywhere on the ground and you're just like, ah, shit. Or not even on the ground. I bet you if you shot it directly into it, they may kill them before they can even pick it up. Yes. It's just a lag fest. They're everywhere. Huh. It's a method. As long as it works. If it works, it works. The hiisi based method of just like shoving the sun around and murdering them all sounds a little bit of a pain. Like you'd have to power up a lot just to do that. Wait, what just happened? What did I... Oh, the Earthstone. I was like, I'm missing a stone. It's because I didn't go grab the Earthstone. I mean, I had it earlier, but it flew off, so I can just grab another one. I dropped the Ambrosia because I thought I was picking up 3 stones, but I forgot that I had to go make the 3rd stone over there. There we go. Earth Essence. You don't need to hold it for very long because there should be an essence remover. Wait, fuck. Where's this? Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? Okay. This time we got it. We didn't allow it to fly off into nowhere land. And since we already did a mod restart, that means that Kolmi should be unloaded, which is fine. That's what we wanted. Alright, so we are about to make a sun. And the reason I'm doing this is to save myself dragging that sun from like way up in heaven all the way down here. Oh my god. Well, found the sun. It just ripped all the essences out of my pocket and turned into a sun. And I shit myself, so I'm gonna need to change my pants after that one. Where is it? Oh! Oh! It just tried to kill me! What the... Apparently they supernovaed on their own, naturally. It just killed me. It left me with 1 HP. Did you see that? Holy crap. Oh my god. What happened? So I made the regular sun. Just 12.5k curse damage, grow up. just a little damage, shake it off. Shake it off, you'll be fine. So, if anybody's curious what the hell happened, this is the Dark Moon. We had built a we had made our dark sun on the dark moon many runs ago, so it stays in all your future runs. So what we had to do is we had to move it out of the way. So we shoved the dark sun out of the way and left it like in a region around in this area. It was just chilling. So then we did all the stuff that we wanted to do with the moon. And then I said, okay, well now we have the dark sun down here. We'll just make a regular sun nearby. And then we shove them together and it causes a supernova to take place. Supernova causes all these crazy fungal shifts and stuff in the world. And if Kolmi's loaded, it will kill Kolmi. There's little stuff like that. So dark sun was here. Regular sun got made here. But I think I accidentally... Wait, what happened? Was it... What are you guys screaming about? What just happened? The username was shit in my pants diaper lover. Who gifted that? Veldak? What the hell? What? Alright, focus, chat. Focus. Focus. So, enough internet for today. Anyways, the regular dark sun was here. I mean, the dark sun was here, the regular sun was here, but when I bumped the regular sun, because you saw what happened, I accidentally created it, I went to back away, and I think I nudged it, and I kind of shoved it in the direction of the dark sun, and they each... Okay, you guys are being just obnoxious today. I gotta send you into the shadow realm. As a group, enjoy your silence. Now, dark sun here, regular sun here. Regular sun got nudged. They each have their own gravitational pull. So as long as they get even somewhat close to each other, they will begin to pull each other towards, you know, the gravitational pull will just pull them inwards. So they both got pulled towards each other, which eventually they collided, causing the dark sun to happen off screen. When the dark sun, causing the supernova to happen. When the supernova happens off screen, it sends a mass AoE damage to everything that is loaded. That is why if you've ever walked near Kolmi without mod restarting, it loads him in and it doesn't unload him. So it does that damage to him even though he's not even fighting, and it will kill him. So we've unloaded him. He should be safe. We accepted the damage. We lived with 1 HP. This is actually the second time in this run that we survived only because of saving grace, which is kind of insane. All right, let's get back to it though. Almost. Let's see. Well, chat, I'm sorry. It wasn't part of the bet anyways. I swear I unloaded that guy. Restart the... It's not part of the bet. It was... I just wanted to fight it for the fun of it. Guess you went too close and loaded him back in? You think so? I mean, I was really far down there. Woo!
So you mute somewhat normal viewers, the weebs, but promote and put on display. I love my diapers full of shit, even thanking them. Oh, I forgot
wasn't
I was in
me.
your stream, Dunk. I thought I was in a non-pervert stream.
That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. Kolmi, once you walk near him, it loads him in. But if you walk away from him, like way away, normally when you walk away from something, it unloads him. But Kolmi, it keeps him loaded in. But if you close your game and reopen it, that's when it will unload him. And again, you have to walk near him to load him in again. You have to walk over and load him. So I thought I hadn't walked near him again since the last reload, but something disagrees with you. Or me. So there we go. We picked up the Sampo. The boss fight begins, but he's already dead. I wanted to do an 11 orb fight. It wouldn't have been that spicy anyways. It was just 11 orbs. But let's get everything else focused up here. So we're going to go back into the west. And I think I can move this out. We're going to go back to the west. We need to get the ghost set up. I know where the angry ghost is. It's in my main mountain.
When I get to work, the first thing I do is I go into hiding. Do you know why? Because good workers are hard to find.
Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. By the way, if you're wondering why everything looks so weird right now, everything looks so weird because when you do the supernova, it causes 10 fungal shifts. We just talked about the other day. I already forgot. Like 10 fungal shifts, I think, to take place. It could be because we gave him a gourd at some point. Maybe it cannot be unloaded. That's possible. I've never toyed around with it before. Who knows? 13 fungal shifts. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So part of the 13 fungal shifts includes things like what we were just looking at, which is that holy mountain stuff. Nothing here. But the pyramid definitely looks different. Look. Yeah, this is the pyramid whenever you have done the fungal shifting stuff. 9. We need 2 more orbs. 10.
Well, I wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is
God damn it, it's hard to grab.
in sweat.
Hard to grab without grabbing that damn cursed orb. There we go. Skip the cursed orb. Hell yeah. And now just to get the ghostly transformation, and we will have completed... Well, we have to get the ghostly transformation and lock in the wind on the surface. I'll take this. Grab that too. Dude, the world looks so crazy once you've done the supernova. Everything is just melted away. It's all gone. So we didn't get a single ghost from this whole parallel world, which makes me a bit sad. The egg is gone. The egg material fungal shifted away. So now you get near here and the dragon's just like, sup. Another weird material. That's a lot of work.
I'm bald, but I wear a wig when I'm at work video calls. I don't want to blind coworkers WTH my shiny sweaty head.
Okay, oh, that's the wrong one. We don't want this one. This is the... Wait, let me look up the ghost transformation one again. Actually, it'll probably say on the pillars, now that I think about it. So, hopefully it just says, obtain the perks Hungry Ghost, Angry Ghost, and Mournful in one run. I wonder if we get 2 Angry Ghosts in like one of the other ones, if it'll... I don't know if that works. I know for the spider legs, that is true. But this one specifically even tells you, obtain the perks Luki Minion and up to 2 copies of either Luki mutation or Leggy mutation. So I'm guessing they would have specified in this one. So probably got to do 1 of each. And I already have this one saved in one of my other easy to access mountains. There we go. Mournful Spirit. Now we just need the Hungry Ghost. More love? Sure, the world needs more love. It's crazy, once you've done the supernova, whenever you grab something off the platform, it just dissolves the rest of the platform. So for example, there's perks right here. If I'm like, hey, I want to grab... Oh, it isn't even... Okay, well, that one didn't even get to see it because it dissolved before that. Maybe it's because it's all considered powder material and I have dissolved powders? I don't know. Whoa. I don't know what's going on there. Mournful Spirit, I think, was doing work. It's like right here. I grab this. Kind of dissolves. 1 perk remains for today's challenge, and it was the perk that we would have had, and I said, I swear to God, if I had to spend like 20 minutes extra or 30 minutes extra just looking for that 1 perk, I would be pissed. So far, it's been about 3 minutes. Quiet. Oh, yay! Hungry Ghost! Woo! That dice was right there. I wasn't even gonna give you guys the chance to say, grab the dice! I know you too well. So now we have a new problem, and that is, how do we get to a teleporter before it dissolves? We have to go so fast that... Okay, hold on, I got a plan. Let's see if we can do this. So we go directly down into... Oh! No! Fuck! Oh! No! Yeah! Nailed it. Alright, we're back in the main world. Nope, 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 nope. Wait, we left a mountain full... Oh, there it is. There it is. Boom! We have the 3 main ghosts, which then gives you a 4th extra ghost to show that you gained the ghostly transformation. Now, I know you're probably like, wow, it sounds like, you know, that probably does something really amazing for you since you have to go through all that trouble. This is about to blow your mind. Are you ready for this? Ghostly transformation. You ready for this? Collect all 3 angry ghosts, hungry ghosts, and mournful spirit will trigger a ghostly transformation. This will give you a ghost companion. Wow. Increase your levitation time by 15%. I don't think the devs understood game balancing. Sometimes whenever I see these kind of things, I'm like, were they drunk? What? 15%? That's what you get for that? I don't know, man. They were crazy. They were on some shit. What's up, Latali? Went to check the supernova effect again. It also gives the player eradicate effect for 6,000 frames, which will entity kill anything immortal. Wait, what is that? Supernova effect again. It also gives player eradicate effect for 6,000 frames, which will entity kill anything mortal. Are you saying that like, so the boss maybe was not loaded in, but then, you know, I went to go to the boss after the supernova and that is what killed him? Is that what you mean? Yes, I tested already. Ah. I see, I see. So you have to wait a certain amount of time. Can be unloaded and be eradicated once loaded. It all makes sense. Is it, wait, what? I was the lowest ranking Noita gamer until I started a ghost harem. Now on Crunchyroll. Dude, don't even lie. That sounds like a fucking title that you would see in fucking Weebland. You know it's true. Honestly, not even the weirdest title that you would have read probably by browsing Crunchyroll for more than 30 seconds. Alright, okay, so we have all our ghosts. We have the Sampo. So we got the ghostly transformation. Let me head up to the surface. We'll head this way. Probably the safer way to go about it. Now, we did the ghostly transformation, as you just saw from all the ghosts we gathered. Apparently a ghost harem, as Aggro said. We did the Dark Gourd Moon, the Dark Gourd Moon quest. Whenever we completed that, that was when all those bosses spawned. I was going to kill them, but then I realized I didn't have any plasmas on me, and I was lazy. So my apologies if you wanted to see me kill 10 bridge bosses, but it probably would have lagged to hell anyways. Then we killed the bridge boss. That was number 3. Supernova, that was when the dark sun and the sun collided, which is why our mountain altar looks so jank. That's because of the supernova shift that took place. We did the escort mission, which was the friendship Avarice Diamond, where we took the little small green guy, we put him in Karl the rocket, and we drove it all the way to the Avarice Diamond, and it gave us the giga nuke spell. That was what that quest gives you at the end. So that's the 5th pillar that we've done so far this run. Now for the 6th and final one is to have 11 orbs go to the altar, which looks like this right now because of the supernova, and press E to complete the work with 11 orbs. What should happen is everything will turn into gold. This is the pure ending, which I always think of the, I don't know why, the 34 orb or the one of those ones I always thought of as the pure ending, but I guess this is the pure gold ending. Maybe that's a better way to call it. The pure gold ending. And now, shit, what do we do now? I know what to do. I've got a plan. We're going to grab the moon radar. And moon radar will make it so, oh shit. So that I can easily guide my way to the moon. You can see this is me. Obviously, that's the moon. Keep going, following that angle, and we will get there. Take a look at the any % leaderboards after you finish this run. The fact that you're saying that, Balder, interests me because you were the last one I remember that shook up the speedrun leaderboards, so I am very curious right now. And here we are at the regular sun, and our regular sun is still there because remember, we made an extra sun in this run just so that I could leave this one here. I didn't have to move it. I was too lazy. So what better way to kill off the run than by diving into the dark sun, or diving into the regular sun. Boom. By the way, if you're curious, I didn't have the extra life. All the other times that I nearly died, I didn't have the extra life then. I literally just picked it up when I was looking for the ghosts. So had I died the other times, I would have actually lost the entire run. I literally had 1 HP and no extra lives. Saving Grace carried this run pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. 6 pillars done. In case you missed it, let me pull them up on the screen. Hold up. Thank you, chat, for the GGs. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have some sunglasses on because that sun is bright as hell right now. Time 5 hours and 1 second. Damn it, so close to being sub 5. Now let me lock it in. I bet by accident. I hope you bet yes.
I won!
Look at this crowd of believers. That's a beautiful crowd right there. Beautiful crowd. Let me check the streaks.
Drenched in sweat.
Absolutely drenched in sweat. Yo, look at the believers in today's daily. Glad to see it. Some people like to pretend like that because of like a mistake in the past that they're no longer going to be a believer. But then I see them on these lists and I know that's the truth.
Congratulations on the clear. Enjoy your 1 month of God Gamer protection. My king.
Hell yeah, Conga. 1 month. I'm timing it. 1 full month of protection. Where are we? Where are we here? What, any golden yesers today? I'm not seeing any golden yesers. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That means you guys are already in the golden yes club. That's why there's not any new ones. Aswip getting the 7 streak along with Offbeat Sheba, Nostradamus Cocky, Hello Mr. Shifty, Simple Banana, Timberwolf Spiritus, Kung Flurry, Roel Kebab Mice, Kebab. We'll call him Kebab. All right, I'm hurting my brain here. Grace with the 7 streak. In Juno, Chicoli, Juju Train, Fresh March, Sadria Higgs, J Ilm 037, Maradios, and Proxers, which was a pretty healthy amount of 7 streakers, I believe. Back-to-back 7 streakers going out to Syndicate, Pristine Banana, Twist, and Volendechik. Volin, I know I nailed it. You're proud of me, right? That was important that I got it perfectly pronounced for your back-to-back 7 streak. Hope I made you proud. He's like, not even close. Not even fucking close. 3 7 streaks in a row. Yes, the 21 prediction streaks going out to Conga, a Kitty, Adjano, and Sham. Whoa, look at these guys. Hold up. For you guys that were doubting, if you guys were here at the beginning of today's daily run, I had several people say they refused to bet on a run like today. Several people bet and then chickened out before the bet closed, but not Shamwo, Adjano, Akitty, and Conga. They had 20 streaks and they said, I want 21. And this is why they're sitting there at the top of the boards, because they know to always bet yes. Now imagine if you lost the bet and had to read out that massacre. Listen. I've explained it to you guys a million times. This is how much HP you need to win. Exactly, 1. All you need is 1 HP, and a win's a win. 1 HP is all you need. And we got to 1 HP like 3 or 4 times in that run. Thank God for that 1 HP. Oh, the speed runs. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I almost looked. I almost opened the shop before I looked. Speedrun.com. What has Bardo been cooking? Holy shit, it was Yolk was cooking. Bardo, not Bald, did I call him Bardo? Balder, sorry, Bardo isn't doing shit. Bardo's another community member. Lazy bastard. No world records on his name. I mean, even former world records, just saying. Balder, if you guys missed it, it happened about a month ago. Yes, it's a month, 8-4-2025, so it's been a little over a month that Balder actually got a new world record in the most broad and competitive category in Noita.
Right now. He is drenched.
And the previous record, whenever this was, whenever Balder got it, had been almost a year. No, wait, no. Yolk had it Let me look at this real fast. We can see. I think I've been longer than that. There's a thing called history. Where is it? No, it's on the boards. You look at the board history. Chat taught me this recently. Hold up. So when Balder set a new record, the old record had existed for 1 year and 5 months. Is that what that means? So it took a year and 5 months for somebody to overtake Yolk's previous record. Anyways, we got to see this new world record. This is pretty crazy. So Balder had this for 1 year and then improved his time 1 month and 22 days later.
Have you watched Yolk's run already?
No, we're about to watch it right now. So Yolk has now taken the record back 1 month and 15 days later. Actually, it's 2 months.
I hardly know her.
Basically 3 months. It took 3 months for Yolk to get the world record back because you would add this one together with this because Balder was the holder twice. So let's see what we got. What did he cook? This is apparently the new world record run that we're about to be watching. I think, no, Yolk had it for 1 year, you fucking jackal. No, he has not. Okay, he had it. Okay, we're talking about, you're not understanding, chat. I think you think you're understanding, and it's making you cocky, but you're misunderstanding. I'm saying Yolk did not have the record for the last 3 months. Balder held the record for 2 months. Yeah, there you go. Wait, 2 months? How the hell? That's what I just said. I said I had it for 3 months, and chat's like, "Oh my god, is he an idiot? He thinks he held it for 3 months." And now they're like, "Yeah, I mean, I knew it was 3 months." Yeah, that's what I was saying. Chat's just shrugging it off. All right, back to we gotta watch the record. Oh, are you saying that I said Balder held it for a year? Okay, I meant to say, listen. Did I say Balder twice? Did I say Balder held it for a year and then Balder held it for 3 months? Listen, when I think of Yolk, he's bald like an egg. So I meant that bald guy held it for a year, aka Yolk. And then Balder, the user, held it for 3 months. There we go. And then Bardo did nothing. What's up, Disaster? We're just getting towards the end of the stream, but apparently there was a new world record that's been just approved in like the last hour or so, so I'm wanting to see it in action. We're watching it right now. I feel like the quality's a little bit lower than normal. Something about it seems a little bit off. Maybe my eyes are just fatigued. Doesn't something seem a little off? Like it's... The in-game quality is set to low? Oh. Oh shit. Nice little jumps. Oh shit. Oh fucking balls, man. What the hell was that? Hold on, did you see that? Hold on, that one happened so quick. So his cursor's here. He jumps to the right. Then, out of efficiency, he fucking... Wait, what? How did you... What? Was that an RNG TP? I swear you were pointing up when that teleport went off. He's looking up. He's looking up. Oh my god. That was like, holy shit. That was like a frame away. Oh, that was a little frustrating. You're like, ah, come on, blow up already, stupid bomb. My God. Holy shit, he was hauling ass. All right, hold on. We're going to show some love to... Where are we going to show some love? Oh shit, Violet's on. Wait, what is this? What does this say? Violet says working on Dumbbot 2.0 assets for a bit. Sounds like a dangerous raid target for you guys. Sounds like you may learn too much. You may see too much over there.
Son, where'd you find this?
She wrote Dumbbot. All right, don't look at me. I can't understand anything. We're going to send you guys on a raid on over to Violet. If you guys don't know who Violet is, she's an amazing artist. She's doing some pixel art right now. She does know a couple top secret things about DunkBot 2.0, but I don't want you guys asking any information about that. She's not supposed to talk about it. It's top secret. You can watch her work on some pixel art for it, though. That is allowed. But, you know... Let her do amazing pixel art things and wait for DunkBot 2.0, and that'll be where you see what the future is all about. It's the honor, yes, the honor system, chat. Exactly, it's the honor system. You better be honorable over there. To any of the Celerity peeps, if you're still here, sorry about the low energy. We kind of just did nothing after you guys raided in. I was literally about to end stream. Celerity came in here and was like, "Yo, pregnant Sonic," and I was like, "What?" And then. Listen, I'm just trying to make it known that that video exists, so you go, it's not real. It's AI, man. It's not real. As far as I know, I did not have relations with that Sonic the Hedgehog that I know of. And I'll see you guys in about 15 hours, okay? Be good, chat. Be good. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Dunk looks so excited to show that up. No, Celerity, I will have my revenge, friend. I will have my. You may be laughing now, but I always get the last laugh. Stay sway, stay awesome. See you guys in 15 hours. Deuces, chat.